Are we both doing the drum rolls? We're both doing drum rolls? There it is. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to change our color shirts to match our shirts. I suck at this.
Going green today, baby.
Going green.
Come
in. Greenage. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to day 2 of the Star Wars Unlimited Sector Qualifier here in Denver, Colorado. If you have been hanging out on Twitch, I don't think OPE was streaming to YouTube. You might have just caught the very end of our counterpart event over in Liverpool in the UK, where Bosk Blue took home the trophy.
Boss Blue!
It's nice to see that our new Django overlords have been thwarted at the moat, at least. But dear God, they got a long way close to the castle before they got thwarted, my friend.
Always. Django is performing well everywhere.
Indeed.
It seems.
Indeed.
But once again, a control deck took out the aggro deck.
Who could have predicted it?
Who would have guessed?
It's almost like it takes time for the control decks to find the right mix of cards.
Yeah, you got to find the right.
To yank the aggro decks and smother them with a pillow, right? And kick them in the nads a couple of times and be like, "Stay down! I told you to stay down." So here we are. Well, listen. Seems like calling a Yoda win. Now, Wampa, I'm not calling anybody's win. We wore red and gold yesterday for our new Django overlords, but today, green and blue, because I wanted to show off the fact that we can actually do all that stuff now. So yeah. He actually, I have a command polo as well. I really like this one.
This one's great.
I think the command one is of all the ones that Ginger's done. The command one is my favorite.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
The way we picked out the thread colors and then came out really, really nice. Well, guys, of course, day 2 here in Denver is going to be kicking off very shortly. We're waiting for pairings. It's not quite start time here. We're about 5 minutes shy. I want to take a couple of minutes and kind of recap yesterday. Let's talk about where we are going into today.
Yeah.
We started the field, of course, yesterday with 430-ish, 425, 430 players.
Yeah.
We finished at the end of the day, I think, with about 150 in the final round. We're still hanging in there, still playing.
Yeah. And now we're down to 36.
36 have made the cut into day 2.
I got to step off camera. We got a judge coming over to talk to us.
Okay. All right. Oh, have you guys made pairings already?
Pairings are up?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow.
Sorry, guys. We're just
never mind.
slow
I'm just
today.
slow on the draw
Right
today.
now.
All right. Let's figure it out. We'll find it. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, let's have a look, Ian. We'll do this live. What do you got? Do you want Django mirror matches?
Ooh, let's see the Kira.
How about Kira? And I think they already took that one. They took 5 as a secondary.
So let's take 5 as a primary. Because we didn't see Kira at all yesterday.
And the Kira's 8-1. I would love to see that deck.
Okay.
And then as a secondary, there's the other Luke in the field. You want to see this one? Let's do 9 as a secondary.
Let's do this Leia as a secondary.
They already took Leia as the primary.
Oh, smart.
Yep.
Smart. I want to see that real bad.
We were too slow on the draw for that one. Let's take this other Luke as the secondary.
Okay. Yeah, damn. I wanted to see that Leia deck. Maybe
That's all right.
Maybe we can get it in top 8. I would love to see that. You know me, set 1, big Leia player.
Okay.
And they're going Leia Lake Country.
Leia Lake Country. I believe. I'm almost positive that's what I saw. 10. Yes,
Man.
Leia Organa, Lake Country.
I mean, first of all,
I would love to see that.
Hats off to that player. What's their name? The Leia player?
That is Eve.
Eve. Hats off to Eve.
Yeah.
To getting that Leia showcase, because that is a beautiful
It's a gorgeous card.
Showcase.
Do you own one?
No, I don't.
Oh, I would love to own that Leia showcase.
The only set 1 showcase I have arrived yesterday in the mail is the Grand Inquisitor.
You're slacking.
Oh, shoot. Yeah,
You're
I'm
slacking.
Sorry.
We got to get the player 2 camera focused in as well. So take a few minutes, take a second to get that done. All right, guys. Well, while these guys get set up, I have a little bit of match setup to do. So pardon me. Give me just a moment here while we do the thing. We're going to be looking at Kira Echo Base. And this is new Boba, who we have seen on stream before. We saw him, I think, in round 2 yesterday. Sounds correct. And that's Pike Palace for his base. There we go. And then I'll get the names correct. And I got to get all this. We are not having a whole lot of downtime. So we'll do a recap. We'll look at the leaders in the top 36 and all that stuff. We have some graphics, but we're slow on the ball today, so we'll take care of all that in a minute. All right. We are here. We took table. What did we take? We took 5. Here we go. All right. So player 1 and player 2. Okay. Come on, window. Okay. Stop making me angry. There we go. That's Kevin. And then, based on the feedback you guys gave us yesterday, you asked you wanted to see the player records. So I have spent the time to kind of just add that little tidbit of information in for everybody. So that will also be displayed next to everybody's name as we go, or in the window, yeah, next to their name as we go through the day. So we'll update the records as we go. All right. Updated. Oh, hang on. Actually, let me go back here and. Okay, timer begins. Our guys on stream will get a few extra minutes. That's okay. All right, so when Ian gets back, we will be all set. Thank you, Xander. Good reminder. Good reminder. Let me go. I got to open up Twitch. I don't even have Twitch open. We are not on the ball today, ladies and gentlemen. We started a little late. I meant to start a little sooner than we did, and if I'm honest, I kind of got a little caught up watching the finals. Huh? We got names. I need locations from you, sir.
Landon?
I just realized I've got to update the stream title. Hold on a minute. This is day 2. Landon is from
Omaha.
Oh, very nice. All right.
And
hang on
Kevin's
a
a local guy. He's from Colorado Springs. I mean, local-ish.
Okay, hang on a minute. Landon, and then Kevin. There we go.
And
all right,
started
I think
the play clock.
They started the play clock, but these guys, of course, will get a little extra time. When you get a minute, I want to move that player 2 camera and swing it a little to the left, but don't do it right now. It's not.
Which
important.
one? I'll go do it right now.
Player 2.
Player 2.
Player 2.
Left. That's what I struggle with.
Yep.
Which knob is left?
Actually, don't worry about it. Just sit down. We'll deal with it after this. It's not important. Let's meet the players, ladies and gentlemen. On the left-hand side of your screen today, for here our Game 1 match, you are looking at Landon in the top 636 here with his Kira green deck. And on the right-hand side of your screen,
Boba.
this would be wow, that didn't work. Let's try that again. That's going to be Kevin. Oh, man. They'll come up in a minute. There we go. Kevin, and he's on Boba 2 with a little bit of yellow splashed in because if you're playing indirect, that's what you get.
I guess technically that's Boba 3.
I think technically it is, yes. And just real quickly, there's your matchup. Here we go.
Spicy.
Coming in with a Zagarian Starhopper to start the day, answered by Dr. Pershing.
Pretty standard opening for both players.
Seems that way. I mean, I haven't seen Kira Green since the Austin PQ, which it won, by the way.
Yeah.
That was February. I'm not entirely positive the kinds of things that you'll see that from the new set that they might have added in. There's a lot of possibilities, let's say.
Yeah, I don't know. The only person I ever played that played Kira Green was Cody.
Yes.
And he moved his. I think he's playing Han now. So.
Yeah, he was playing Han this weekend. Correct.
Yeah.
The reason I don't add numbers after them is before long we're going to be talking about Boba 12 and Boba 17, and I'm just going to call him Jump to Lightspeed Boba. Like that seems simpler and more straightforward.
Palp, IG.
I had like a 30 dice spin down.
Dark,
My daughter wants to
and
do
what-
sometimes. Like
is
watch
it
a kid
Ruthless
go
Raider
break
in
cards, hurt somebody.
Kevin's hand?
I usually just use it's
I see a
Triple
TDR,
dark raid?
a Vader Pilot. That's probably
Vader
what
Pilot,
probably what
that's
you're going to
what it
get this round, and it looks like an
Yeah.
IG 2000.
Do it.
I like the Vader Pilots we've been seeing out of these decks. This is such a good card in this set.
Okay.
Takedown.
So it is now a 5/6.
Ooh, can't take down it, right?
You cannot take it down. It is a
Yeah.
6 HP.
Gonna pull a card.
Pershing's going to look for an answer, though.
He's gonna get punched in the face.
Power of the dark side.
On attack, I'm going to ping Pershing for 1.
5 to base, 1 to Pershing.
1 indirect.
I will just put it on Pershing.
Sounds good.
I will flip Kira.
Seems real.
Oh,
This
nice.
goes to 2, this goes to 4.
He already did he resupplied last
Yeah.
turn, and I missed it. Okay.
So 3 here and 1 there.
Let's go 2 to base.
Goes to 3, up to 8.
I do like the carbon fiber sleeves, chat. I'm a big fan. I'm with you on that one.
I do.
Yeah, Landon sleeves are pretty sweet.
I'll just OB to clear.
Oh.
Yep. I mean, flip Kira into an OB is the classic Kira. Like that's what you want out of her flip turn, because you're just going to gut their board.
Wow. Kira is gonna swing really brutal right now.
She's going to hit for 6.
Oh, because he healed. I was like, that is fine.
No, she's got grit.
How did she take? What did the other 3 damage come? Oh, he
When
put.
they're defeated.
Oh my God, he put all of that indirect
Yeah.
damage onto her to make her 7-1. She's a 9-1 right now.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's going to be a big hit, and there it was.
Oof. Oof.
Big punches trading early here.
Yeah. Now, most of the time when I play against Kira, the object is to walk your opponent into an Avenger.
Oh, I mean,
So IG
that's sort of what I'm expecting to occur
Yeah.
here.
and 1 indirect.
The IG does allow him to clear Kira out before she gets another swing in. So that's
Yeah,
a
that's good.
really good play for Kevin here.
What to play, what to play. Landon's got a fistful of cards.
Ah, I love this card.
Yes, this is such a good one.
The Devastating Gunship is such an amazingly good card for Kira. Now, he won't be able to do the damage and all that shenanigans to it this round, but Pershing will start that train.
Yep.
Pershing with that gunship on the board is so irritating.
Hyla Bomb Enforcer.
And the Hylaban is a great card in Kira. It was important. It was important that Kevin stay on the button that turn. This is Boba's flip turn.
Yeah, he's got to get it on
He
that
needs
transport.
a vehicle to flip onto for
Yeah.
that his fancy game
and
text to
you
work.
really want it to be a transport to get the extra damage.
I thought that was the unit Boba. This one just gets, when you flip onto him, you get to deal 4 damage. When you flip onto a vehicle who has
And
the
he
pilot,
does 4
he deals 4 damage
Nice.
however you decide to distribute it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, he could just knock off that gunship across from him if he wanted.
Let's do it. Let's go triple dark.
Ooh, going TDR.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay. Not sure I would be, well,
I'm running that gunship right into the IG.
the IG. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
there we
okay.
go.
Now that hit's going to be
That
big.
hits hearts.
Yeah, that's a big hit there because now he
There
can
we go.
clear the gunship and still get his indirect
Yeah.
punch and now still be able to flip Boba.
And he's going to hit for a whole bunch in there.
He's going to hit like a train this round.
Power of the dark side.
You know it's coming.
Ooh, perilous
the
position.
perilous.
Even better. No hit from the
Go
Devastator.
3 to base.
Ooh, no Boba
Okay,
flip.
so he's holding on to Boba right now.
Maybe ground deploy him?
Yes, guys, as I've explained, the way my overlays are designed is so you can come into the game and very quickly figure out whose health is what.
Oh, man, they're still hitting
Yeah,
you on that chat.
it's
huh?
fine. By the strict letter of the rules, they're correct. But Twitch and YouTube and all of this is a visual medium.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for people to go, okay, there's this much health remaining on this guy, and now I have a very clear picture of
Yeah, you went ground on
what's
Boba.
going on. He did go ground with Boba.
6, 17, 21, right? No.
What?
12.
No.
Goes to 16.
16 makes
He's
more
going down to 14.
sense. It's wishful thinking. I just can't do any math this morning. I apologize. That makes more sense.
Kevin, I love it. Starting early.
Xander's right. I forgot the TDR counter.
Oh, TDR counter.
Tell it. Start.
TDR.
Yeah. Start making a. Yeah.
TDR.
Start
We got
making
one
a.
TDR.
Yeah.
And what was the other one we wanted to count? War Juggernaut.
War jugs.
War Jugs.
Yeah.
Quiz Onyx Squadron, I'll pass.
Give me back your perilous.
Man, I
Third-
love Xander sticking with us like all day yesterday.
Well, he's one of my mods.
Oh, okay.
He's coming over from my warships community, and he likes to hang out.
Dedication.
Ooh, I like the Onyx Brute here. Good call. That is a good card.
Healing.
I like that even because if you need it, Kira can also just murder it. Like if it takes a little bit of damage, like if you need to, you could just use Kira to hit it twice and heal.
Yep.
I will go to 20.
I'm going to stop
Boba's-
trying to help because I messed
Bo-
up so bad last
Boba swings in.
That's fine. Okay.
Ian, chat wants an Endless Legion counter. I need you to start one of those for me.
Yeah. Let me tell you, maybe one.
I mean, it depends on if we get Giovanni back on camera,
We get
right?
JV on it, and even then, that was like, wow. I don't even want to start with that. That was pretty brutal.
That was pretty awesome.
I will hit IG.
Yeah, I like this play because
Yep.
what he can do with the Onyx, yeah, he can just run the Onyx in and get the quick heal and get some damage out of it.
Let's put 3 back on there.
21.
Everybody with all their resources still.
Vigilance, first one of those we've seen this game, but we knew it was in there. I mean, if you're
Gonna
seeing
heal.
Kira, it's in there.
Yep. Heal and kill.
Yep. Knock IG off, heal 5 points.
6. Ruthless, let's kill and 2 to base.
Okay.
6
I
for
will-
Raider.
Ooh, claim.
All right,
Interesting.
first time Kira's going to be on the button in a while. Moving into the next round.
Instead of. Oh,
Oh, come on, camera. Don't do this to
There
me
we go.
today.
And then 2 damage here.
No glory, only results, and he uses the damage.
Here.
Yeah. 2 and
2 to base.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And 2 more on Boba.
Let's go. Surprise strike 7 to base.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So I'm at
7.
18, 24.
oof.
5 HP remaining for Landon here.
Yep. Hyla bomb.
Yep, you're going to use Kira's game text on the Hylabon.
That should get rid of the Boba.
6.
Planetary bombardment.
Raider on the ground.
Vader on the ground.
on the ground.
7, big old 7/7 booty on the
Yeah.
ground.
I will take initiative.
Oh, I hope he's got a power. The
Yeah,
other
it
side.
was.
There it is.
He's been holding
He's been
on to
holding
it.
it
He's had it
forever.
forever, and
Yeah.
that allows him to stay in the game.
Ready?
Oh wait, I'm dead. You're at 8, right?
Yeah, so I have the
okay.
Devastator, so good game.
I was like, if I had 1 action, I can get there.
Yes. Felt like the Vader kind of forced it, so.
Actually, I'm not sure Devastator would have done it because Boba only adds 1, but either way, it's close enough that Landon doesn't feel like he's got
Yeah.
it. So he's got a big hill to climb and
Yeah.
5 HP remaining. So yeah,
He's scooping.
yeah.
He's scooping.
Moving on to game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 going to Boba. I really got to say, this is only the second time we've seen new Boba on stream, but every time I see this deck, I'm really impressed by it.
Yeah, it's a sweet deck.
It has so many of the same tools that Django does, but it does not feel nearly as oppressive. Oh, correct. Chat's reminding me he'll just push it to base because Devastator allows him to assign.
do whatever he
Duh,
wants,
I'm an
yeah.
idiot. Okay, right. This deck, red, yellow, direct damage, indirect, Devastators, IGs, it's a lot of the same tools, but it comes together differently, and it doesn't feel nearly as oppressive as Django does.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's definitely, and it's because it's so new, and the indirect damage is so new, and the set's only been out about a month. I don't think a lot of people are used to it yet either.
They aren't, unless they're, if you're a Destiny vet, you've seen indirect, right? This game approaches it differently, but it's the same overall mechanic.
Yeah.
You hand your opponent some damage tokens and let them figure out where they go.
Oh, man, Landon's going heavy sideboard.
I'm gonna just stop.
More damage in the damage thing. Guys, you're really trolling West today already.
I know.
love it.
I think they're.
Getting it started early.
I think they're doing it now because they know they're gonna get a rise out of me, right? I think that's why they're doing it.
I mean, look, guys, I've spent the whole weekend with Wes getting rises out of him for random things.
That is true. That is true.
He's hitting his breaking point. I like the way you do the damage this way because if I'm just coming in, I know how much health they have left, and I don't have to do all the little math.
Precisely. To me, you have to remember that not everybody's going to watch every single game start to finish.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to see where the immediate thing is, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, I understand how the rules of the game function. I understand that by the strict letter of the rules, I'm showing it wrong. But I also understand that I've been streaming stuff for 8 years, and I understand how visual and medium this is.
Yeah.
So work with me, okay?
Landon, it looks like, added in some top targets,
Yep.
which is a good choice because
Yep.
Kevin is playing a lot of unique units.
Yep. The other thing that I like about, and this is a personal thing, right? This is just me. One of the things that I like about base health counting down like this, you know how like sometimes now, especially now, we have such a massive variety of starting base health.
You could be all over the
Okay.
place.
So that you could start, like we had a match yesterday,
35.
Colossus versus a Tarkin Town.
Yeah.
35 versus 25.
Yeah.
I like being able to sit down and as a commentator
Yeah.
to be able to see very clearly, wow, this is a big hill for this this
Yeah,
deck's got to
it's a
deal
climb.
35 health while defending its 25
25,
HP
yeah.
base. I personally feel like that is a big benefit, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, Laser Gaming,
Chat
I love
does
your tokens, so you just keep those coming.
Chat does not agree with you, though.
I'm okay with that.
But if they want to pay the thousands of dollars to come out here and stream,
Yeah,
they may feel free to do that.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm
They
at.
can do whatever they want.
I'm like, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I do what I want.
I mean,
He is
fair.
essentially-
I'll also say this: if someone wants to hire me to cover their event and pay for my time and my gear to come
Yeah,
do this,
you'll do the
I,
countdown
I
however
will,
they
I will,
want.
I will count down Base South however the
Pay
hell
to
you
play,
want.
baby.
I will do it exactly the way you want it, 100%.
People get less mad when they see me and I play the same cards. It's weird. So.
I think TDR will go.
It might.
Oh, already talking about TDR
Already
getting banned.
speculating about what the balance stream on Wednesday is coming.
Right now, I just think even if the math doesn't bear it out, like community.
Well, I bet FFG feels great that Bosk Blue took the champ today.
You know, we talked about this with Trey on the podcast. Shout out for our podcast.
Podcast on the button.
They can't
Check
see
it
us,
out.
but shout out for our podcast.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
But Trey talked about this in the podcast, right? Talking about how FFG was going to bed on Friday night, silently praying that the community would save them from
Yeah.
having to ban Django or ban other things.
You're gonna have to
so
do
far-
something to cut it down from the field, though.
So far, it feels like they might have actually succeeded. We shall find out. Oh, I've got an instrument in the right place. Okay.
Got a Hyla Bomb Enforcer and a great start for Kevin with his indirect damage guy. Can't remember his name.
Feels a little strange, but I'm gonna sit him down for a minute.
Interesting.
I will claim.
That tells me that Kevin might not have a lot in his hand. I'm speculating, but
base?
that feels like a weaker turn 2 play to me.
Doesn't the card Kevin has out, doesn't it do indirect damage on attack?
It only if he has initiative.
Only if he has initiative.
If it has initiative, then it deals indirect damage.
Ah.
But by retaining initiative, Landon is preventing that.
I will run into Pride.
Yeah, there you go. Get another grit unit down, Landon.
Kira available to come
Yep.
out this turn if Landon
Get
so
that,
wishes.
Devastating gunship out right now would be
I've
really,
gotta get caught up
really
here.
great play out.
There she is.
Nah, he doesn't have another
Feels
grit
like-
unit.
Interesting. Landon, it's interesting. I'm used to seeing Kira be much more reactionary with her flip. Landon is very aggressive with it.
Yeah,
It's
he
obviously
did-
working for the man. He's
Yeah.
8-1, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting to me to see. And then the force choke response, immediately she is just out.
He's using it. He's using Kira like a mid-range.
Oh, and
It feels that way, yes. Give us one sec, guys. You're going to see the game, but not here's for a moment.
I will claim.
All right, we're back.
But this round's already okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so we haven't discussed this today. Chad asking about deck list. Right now, until we get to the top cut, we are not showing deck lists or sideboard information on camera.
Yeah.
Because that is information that the players at the table should not have
No.
until the top cut.
But at top cut,
We will
you
have
get the
yep,
players get to see it, so we will show you those decks
Yep.
when we have them on stream.
100%. We will share that information with you when it is available to everyone, but not before.
Yeah.
The reason for that, guys, is remember these streams are available as videos on demand. Someone could go back and watch a stream and have information about their opponent's deck that they're not supposed to have yet.
Yeah.
So we do that to protect the competitive integrity of the event.
Are you gonna cut up all the matches like you normally do?
I will
So
probably
they can
do
go back
that.
and watch individual.
I will probably
decks?
do that because I like doing that so that folks don't have to crawl through big
New Fat
12-hour
Fire
VODs.
Spray coming out.
Love this card.
Yeah, it's a great card.
Whoa, are we already to 8? Wow, I've been
Yeah.
behind. Goodness gracious, look at this.
We're there.
So we are.
Take out the IG.
Well, this is Boba's flip turn. He really wants to flip out onto the IG so that he can attack, he could swing in, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's the ideal play. But here's the other struggle he's going to have, right? Unless he can back up IG with a unit, he's going to lose that. He must. I mean, does he have another unit in his hand that he can put on the board?
He's just gonna claim.
Interesting. Okay.
He
No
does have a
flip, just
Devastator
gonna
in
hold.
his hand.
Well, and I saw he also just drew into a Raider. I've got initiative in the wrong place. There we go.
I don't know how a Raider really helps him here. You do 2 damage.
I'm not
to
sure the Raider helps
Avenger,
right
and
away.
And you still have to give something up, but I guess you could just sacrifice it, I guess.
Borrow him for a little bit.
Oh! Cad Bane just captures the Avenger.
Can he do that?
Yes, 8 HP or 8 total HP or less is the way Cad is worded.
Oh, God, yeah.
And so that
Harsh.
reinforcement walker, however, cannot be captured.
Yeah.
You have 1 open?
I have 1 open.
Let's go 3 to base.
Okay. Oh, I apologize. We healed 3 and then put it back. So still at 22.
Oh, there we go.
Top target on Bane.
Man.
4 to base.
Boba coming in on the ground again.
Oh, do you right?
Okay.
Does he have the control
That
card to
doesn't
get
go to
rid
I
of
11.
told you
Cad
earlier,
right
I'm
now?
not, I messed it all up. I tried to.
He might. I mean, he would need something very. He would need like a fell or a rival's fall.
You're an 8.
Takedown won't kill. Won't kill Cad right now.
Yeah.
You could step on him and then take him down.
Yeah.
That would work.
You claimed, right? I'll pass.
You have 8.
He played Avenger out of his hand. He had 8 resources, and 8 or 9 resources. He just played Avenger. He's on 10 right now. There's 6.
Ooh.
5. Okay, 5 for an OB. We're going to clean up here.
And then I will claim this.
When you get into a top end fight with a Kira with blue green villain, like this is a challenge.
Oof. That was a great
Kira's
OB.
at 10 resources right now. He spent 5 and he's got 5 available right
Yeah.
this minute.
OB again. Bam.
Gonna go 4 to base.
Puts me to 10.
Yep.
I'm gonna
There,
run
I'll just-
into Boba. Effect.
Yep, step on Boba.
Heal.
Discard the card to heal.
Go into
Yep.
7.
Feels like Landon's really in the driver's seat in this game now
I
with all the
mean,
healing he's got going on.
He's got 2 gigantic units on the field. And we'll see. I mean,
I'm gonna go 6.
Ruthless?
For a
Yep,
Ruthless?
there's the Raider.
Let's go 2 and 2. Might be wrong.
You have 2 open?
Yep.
Actually, I lied. I will play this guy.
Chat seems convinced that Landon somehow played this Avenger without having 9 resources on the board, and I'm not convinced. I'd have to go back and look.
Ooh, he might have actually. He's got 9 right now.
No, he's got 7 spent, 8 spent.
Oh no, yeah. Then because he played it last turn.
He's got 8 right now. He's got 8 spent and 2 left.
Yeah, so he played it legally.
He played it, yeah, because it got captured as soon as it got played.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Ooh,
had 9
interesting.
resources last round.
Kira.
He
the
has 10
Avenger.
resources on the board right
Yeah,
now, guys.
Right now. He ramped, guys. He ramped once with the super laser tech.
Yeah. He did have a resupply earlier. I missed it on stream.
Resupply. There
Yeah,
we
he had a
go.
resupply back
Something.
on the back. I missed it, but it did happen.
Too many options syndrome.
Yeah, I know. It's a little tight. I think it's still right. Doesn't feel right.
Okay.
That's what we're doing though. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, we can't fix it now,
Devastator.
gentlemen. I don't know what to tell you.
There it is.
3.
All right.
Take that
You
out.
guys seem convinced.
Um,
Just gonna put this up.
and then 2, 3 more. All right, 3, 5 total. 2 more here.
2 more. Okay.
Yeah.
So Devastator cleans up the reinforcement walker and knocks Avenger down a little further.
Well,
Shielded Avenger is not anything very exciting, that's for sure.
going to
But until he cleans out the
Oh.
Avenger, this just
Now we're
gets.
just playing the
Now
the
we're
most
just
giant.
now we're
awesome
just lighting
cards
things on
ever.
fire over here.
Do you look
See what I mean about getting into a top end fight with
Yeah.
a blue green villain deck? You just do not want this.
It's deck in hand, right?
is defeated though, correct?
It is in fact defeated.
Okay.
Oh, he went with Ruthless.
Pop the shield on Avenger and 2 to base, I suppose.
Well, let's just give it another shield.
That's going to be a problem.
Kevin, that is the understatement of your morning.
Let's go faster.
Gonna Avenger into Dev on attack.
Yep.
What would you like to sacrifice?
That's the problem. Can't let you keep it really unless I have answers.
Ooh, this is hard.
Yeah, I'll sack this and make a trade.
Pause Qualifier, guys.
Yep.
What's up? You play Avenger on 8 resources.
Okay, they're looking into it.
You guys
All right, well, we're going to come back and let them figure it out because at this point, it's not something that I can fix, and I don't think they'll ever be able to determine it because it was like 5 minutes ago. Now, it might be on video, but that's not going to help them here.
It's all good.
So,
No, you're
assigned one stream judge to 2 tables, so like I'm doing the
not a
best I
problem.
can.
No,
No,
you're
you're good.
fine. That's not stressing.
okay, all right. Now, somehow, I am still wrong on base damage again. Let's come back to this. There we go.
2 to base.
Oh,
Pass.
First damage that Landon has landed in
Whoa,
this
landed
game,
some
but
damage.
I mean, with the Annihilator on the board, you have to believe.
Well, he's about to get popped for 12.
Yeah, you have to believe he's going to get smashed.
Annihilators when played, when defeated, right?
Annihilators, when played, when defeated. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Oop. Oh, camera. Oh, come on, camera. Don't do this to us. There we go.
I'm going to figure out that manual focus sooner or later. I spent 10 minutes with it yesterday and couldn't figure it out.
Oh, another one.
Devastator number 3.
Would you like the 5, I assume?
yeah, we're gonna go 3. But if he wants to trade with me, it has to die, and then 2 to base.
Okay.
2 open?
Yep.
I will fell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rough.
rough.
I think if I'm Kevin, I just scoop here and try again. I'm just not sure how he's going to be, how he's expected
units
to
like
play
that
into
is
this
not
Annihilator.
getting you back
Yeah.
into this.
I mean, he's trying. Credit to
Yeah.
him. You see my point? Like,
Yeah.
you've reached the stage of the game with the
with this type
with
of
this type of
control
deck that I
that,
just
like,
don't know how you get past this shenanigans.
This is shield.
1, 2, 16.
I just had to hit that button 12 times just to get his health correct. Well, the game won't last much longer whether Kevin scoops or not. Annihilator's going to see to that.
Well, he's got lethal on the board.
Sure. I will resource this card.
I will stop resourcing finally. I think. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Pop the shields and 1 indirect.
12 to base.
It
He's-
feels a
maybe
little
he's got
bit like
another-
screaming into the wind, I think, at this
Yeah.
stage.
I mean, maybe he's got another.
28.
He's going to make him earn it. Like, we're down to where just the
We will throw the final Hail Mary to not die.
Onyx
There we go.
Brute. Okay, I was going to say.
TDR2 on the day.
Yeah,
TDR2.
Not there. Good game. We'll go to 3.
there was. All right, let's go to game 2. Or excuse me, let's
Game
go to game 3. We'll come back to here for a minute while these two gentlemen get their decks reshuffled and everything.
Will now.
Well, whatever Landon sideboarded probably really helped in that match. He
Was that
sideboarded
Basing?
like 8
no, I
cards,
actually
so
I don't have any Basings. I thought about it, but I usually want to go faster than the time she would stall me, if you will. So.
I'm trying to never mind.
trying to what?
Right? I was on the
If I wanted to be a judge, guys, I would have signed up to be the judge. I'm a streamer.
having
okay.
a good
Yeah.
guy in two, as literally my only turn 2 play. I was like,
I actually have a sign.
And I would
say,
we are both slightly above average players.
I actually
so.
have a sign on the table that says the players at the table are responsible for the game state. We are not judges at the event. Now,
we are not.
I have been asked at this event and previous events to make the judge staff aware when we see stuff. And we have.
I was like 90% sure he had.
And we have.
9 resources, but apparently I am super
I
wrong.
did not see it, so I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay, I don't see everything either.
Do you ever pilot Boba?
very rarely.
I was like,
People get too attached to that, but it's so easy
I know
to
that's
counter.
where I'm at. I'm like,
Interesting.
I feel like it's
Listening
like
to them at the table
Mm-hmm.
right now, and Kevin saying that he rarely pilots Boba.
It's super handy utility-wise, right? There are times where, like, I just need to kill that. Like, I did it to kill a CAD unit one time.
Okay, I can see that. He's obviously talking. It gives you a little extra utility,
Yeah.
but he almost doesn't. He pretty much never uses it.
I considered it for a minute.
That I mean,
I forget what I was trying to kill. But if you
that's
had
where
a
those
power-
piloted leaders have a really great advantage because they can be either. And I think that's a great.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
mean, they're great cards.
Because I was going to use it to just trade into Avenger,
yeah.
but I had the CAD in hand, and I was like, I could just capture it, see if you have an answer. Decent chance you do, but I can still make all those decisions next turn. So
All right, Hyperspace. I'm taking your advice.
I do think people pilot him probably
What's
more
that?
than they should.
Just stop talking, chat. He's like, I don't know why you're responding to these people.
I mean, it's a good point, but Wes loves to interact with his community.
as
so
a Twitch streamer, that's the world I come
yeah,
from.
you have
right?
to interact with
like
your
that's
community.
Early sometimes.
That's how you
use
build
it,
your
but then you
community.
Play an IG to clean it up, like, and you're like, all right, cool. It's just
So far, we're only at 2 TDRs.
only 2.
Only 2.
Okay.
But we're averaging
well,
1 a game
my
so far.
friend, the day is young. I just want you to know the
yeah.
day is young.
Well, I mean, I figure in the finals we're going to see a lot of Boba, but there's a lot of Boba mirror
Yeah.
matches going on right now.
Yeah.
So that may change.
I have muted these guys for a sec. Once the game kicks off, we'll pull them back up.
Here we go.
uphill into control, which was so prevalent, at least around here.
All right, here we go. Game 3 underway. I didn't get the initiative in the right place. Kevin will begin this game on the button.
Kevin's got that nice tie bomber to start with.
That what?
He's got that nice tie bomber in his hand.
I wonder if what was it we saw? Yeah, oh, the tie bomber into the Vader pilot was such a
Was
massive.
really
But I don't
wicked.
think you can get away with that into a cure matchup because a single power of the dark side ruins your
Oh.
life. See, that's what it looks like whenever you kick my camera. It looks like an earthquake
You're
over
like, I'm
there.
gonna throw up now.
That's what they told me.
Yeah, what I was told.
Is Landon local? I put
No, Landon is
Omaha, right?
Omaha.
Omaha. There we go.
Kevin is local.
Kevin
He's
is
from
Kevin was
Colorado,
Springs. Yes.
So I hope
which I'd imagine is in Colorado.
you ready. All right. Die bomber.
Hey-oh,
There we
here we
go.
go.
Hyla bomb.
Almost like we've seen that play before.
Yep, he's gonna beef it.
I would in his shoes.
Yeah.
Why not?
I thought that was your plan last game too, but when I played the Allegiant, I was like, oh, I probably won't.
Yeah, when you play Pride, I was like, nope, plan B.
44% of today's field is Django. That's correct. We started with 36 players. 16 of them are on Django for the day. But we are not bringing you Django. We figured we'll get enough Django later. We chose a more interesting, what we hope is a more interesting match. Okay, so we are going to see the Guerrilla Soldier come in and get readied here.
Yeah, we'll go there. I will kill the Gorilla Soldier.
I'll have you bounce that.
Guerrilla Soldier is so good.
3 indirects.
I will play
There we go. SLT. I gotta say, Landon has like super bling deck, right? A little all the
Yeah, he's
hyperfoil
got, like, a
commons
lot
and
of-
stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
there it
TDR
is.
counter.
There it is.
TDR alert. I need a little alarm. Awooga, awooga.
Not quite what we
Alert, alert. Triple dark raid.
Fire spray.
All right. Getting the new fire spray out of the deal.
Well, I mean, put one on. Yeah, there you go.
Possibly not the card that he wanted, but certainly not a bad one to have. 2 more to base
Flipper.
there. Flip Kira.
Yep.
I will flip here.
Puts a whole bunch of damage across a whole bunch of units.
Let's go 4 to base, 2 more indirects.
So I'm currently at 8, so I go to 12.
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
I would have put one on the Hyla bomb.
What is it?
If he's
2 indirects.
my money, he says he puts the indirect onto Kira.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep,
Yes.
1 and 1.
Yes. There we go.
4 to base.
Okay. The grit on those big old units on Landon's side of the board making an impact here.
So we'll put 2 here, 1 here.
Okay, 1 more to base, and that
Kira's going to hit you in the
Kira's hits
face
for 7.
really hard.
I will fight.
I will resupply.
All right,
Whoa.
there's a resupply.
Uh-oh.
What did he do to get rid of? Oh, I'm sorry. The fire spray comes back to his hand because that was TDR. I'm
Yeah,
an idiot.
TDR.
Okay. Yeah. This is the most. You see, I've seen
Who makes the that red token thing that's on
Metal Fab.
Metafab?
Metal Fab.
Metal Fab.
Metal Fab. We met those guys.
Shout out to them, man.
Big
That's
shout out
a
to them.
Cool freaking token.
Well, we met
Oh,
TDR, Awooga. We met up with them the other night at the KTOD hang. It was
Yeah.
super fun. And he gave me a little bit of swag and was like, hey, if you want to put some of this stuff on camera, I was like, absolutely. We'll use them as hand markers. So I
Yeah.
put them out there for the guys. And we've got some fun things out there for them to enjoy. All right, we TDR'd into a Ruthless Raider, which then clears out Kira and puts 2 more on Landon's base.
Habit.
Yeah,
I'm
makes
swinging
sense.
4 to base here
Yeah,
before
today,
I don't get
yesterday,
a
everyone's
chance.
laughing at me. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's what he asked me to do, so I just.
Sure, I'll play Onyx.
Let's go 4 to base.
Going to 20.
All right, Kevin much faster here in Game 3 than he was in Game 2.
Yeah.
Not allowing Landon to stabilize the board, continuing to push piles of damage here.
Just kill him.
Landon on 7 resources, for those of you that are counting at home, just as an FYI.
Yeah, and I think I can't see Landon's hand, but he's definitely got a top target in there.
I saw a reinforcement walker,
And,
and
oh
I
my
think
God,
that's
he's got a hyperspace foil.
that's an OG dev. Yep,
That is
that's an
beautiful.
OG.
That's a
That's an
beautiful
OG
card.
set 1 Devastator.
I've never seen one of those in person.
Yeah, 3 indirects.
We'll go 2 here and kill this guy. You
Sure.
can draw a card if you'd like.
I would love to draw a card. Thank you.
There we go.
That's Landon. Is that his first discard of the game?
I'll pass.
What do you mean discard? Oh, his first unit loss.
His
Yeah, the only
first
other unit he
unit
lost was his leader. Just went
His
back.
leader, yeah.
Leader just went back to the leader area. Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
I will kill this.
All right, Onyx going to finally get rid of that pesky TIE Bomber. Again,
Done some
for a
great
2-drop,
work, though.
man. For a 2-drop,
I
Kevin's
mean-
gotten amazing work out of that card.
We're on. Yeah, and it's been out there since the start.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Tougher than I want it to be.
Probably that fire spray we saw earlier,
Yep.
and there it is.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll heal 2.
Yep.
Good.
Map checks out.
Yep. It's a giant wash with the indirect damage that the fire spray brings. There's
Oy.
reinforcement walker for 8.
And here comes what makes this Kira deck so great: is all these gigantic
The
things.
big, the big top end.
Ooh, he did have to. He lost an Annihilator to get that 3 health.
He did. He gave up an annihilate. That's rough.
Going to 22. All right.
Boba flips out.
21.
No good.
Okay. Going to keep that walker down for a little while.
Super laser
Oh, wrong side of the
blast.
board. Kevin actually played the no good to me dead. Excuse me.
Yeah. Super laser blast.
I mean, do you think he's got one in there?
Why wouldn't you? Is he there though? How many resources?
I don't know. Oh, he's got 8 now. I think he's
got 8.
Is he sitting at 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's sitting on 8. He's holding an 8. He does not appear to have resourced this turn.
I would.
I think he's still deciding.
Ooh,
he
he's
just
not
he
gonna
just
resource.
declared he's not resourcing.
Which means he doesn't have.
So he's holding at 8.
No Avenger. He doesn't have what he wants.
Going to OB. Still a solid card in this position, even though he can't attack with the
Yeah, but
Walker.
there goes Boba.
Yep. He'll clear the Boba out and throw 1 on the fire spray probably. Or he's going to clear the fire spray and put 3 on Boba. Oh, 4. Yep. I can count. I can count. Math is hard, y'all.
Hard.
Let's go 4 to base.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just pushing damage.
That's the right move, Kevin. Just keep pushing it.
Just
You're
keep pushing.
almost
I mean,
there,
if you're
bro.
playing
Like,
red
you're
yellow,
5
you're
away.
pushing base you're pushing base
that's
damage.
Not great. That top target's not great.
The cards are there.
Oh, there it is again.
Ooh, let's see if he's got it.
Do-do-do-do.
Awooga. It's TDR alert. Let's see what he comes up with.
We are in our first game today.
Now, this is not even a Django TDR. All right,
Yeah.
he's coming up with IG, which is not optimal to try and win the game here.
We're in our first game, and we have 5 TDRs.
Good.
First match.
First match.
Third game, first match.
Third game, first match, yeah. Already at 5.
I will. I'm
Strike.
fucking
Surprise strike. There it
you go.
is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
He had you 6 way to side. Oops, sorry, in his hand as well. His hand's good still.
And my hand is good too.
Well, no, I'm gonna.
Yep.
I should have played this, but I can heal for 9 when
Sure.
this attacks.
Heal first, right?
Yep. The no good to me dead keeping the Walker down, making all the difference there in the match.
Very good.
But
And
yeah.
there it is.
Congratulations on your day 2 free play, man. Go get one
Good.
now before they run out.
Oh, we just,
Go get one now before they run out.
with that. No, that's awesome. I thought you were
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you go. Kevin, your victor there in that particular match. GG to both players.
Yeah.
Now we can move on from the shenanigans. Yikes.
Shenanigans.
Now you guys have to remember here, okay? Remember a couple of things. For starters, this is Swiss round 10. That moves both players now to 8 and 2. So it's not like
Ooh,
Landon
yeah.
is eliminated or something,
No,
right?
uh-uh.
Okay. But Kevin does win the match. He'll move to 8 and 2. Landon will fall to 8 and 2, his second loss of the event. And with one more round of Swiss to play, both these guys could still make the top cut. We don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
just have to see how it
I mean,
goes.
it's still in there. It's still in the cards.
Oh, 100%. All right, we've got about 10 minutes here. Let's come back to here for a moment.
I think I can.
There's not a lot of control decks left in the field, so I don't expect these to take full hours again.
So, you want to take a minute while we've got everybody's attention?
No, I'm cool. Oh,
Okay.
Minute for what?
So we didn't, because we started a little late. We were watching the end of the Liverpool stream.
Yeah.
We didn't get to kind of talk about, we talked a little about how we got here. The field we started with 430, 36 players making day 2 at 7 and 2 or better.
Yeah.
But we didn't look at the actual field of players starting today. I do have some
Oh, yeah.
slides for that,
Let's
right?
check out those slides.
So we have
There's
a little
some good
bit
slides.
we have a little bit of analysis we can do here, right?
Who made the slides?
Okay.
Give the slides a plug.
So this is one of the Botha net worth guys. This is Jonathan. I think it's Jonathan Fisher does this and provided these to both myself and the late night gaming guys. This is some little analysis stuff of the top 36. I'm gonna throw this on your monitor so you can see
Oh,
it.
nice.
So the
Thank you.
slideshow is just gonna run behind there. Okay. So right there you have your leader and base analysis. Right. 16 out of 36 Django's here in day 2. Most of them on Tarkin Town, but
Wow.
not all of them.
yeah.
A wide spread of Hans, 3 different flavors of Han in the top 36. Of course, we had our one Leia, a variety of things.
Ooh.
I have this set to autoplay. I should give me a minute. I'll go fix
cool,
that. Okay, I got to figure out how to use. I got to actually. You know what? I don't know how to. I actually don't know how to make
Let's go.
it.
Just let it roll.
Okay.
We can roll with it.
Um,
What you're seeing right now on the screen is the unique leaders in the top.
Yeah,
64.
this is all
So these are all the people who have
represented in the top 36.
have won a showcase. The only two that are up really for grab, or 3, is Han.
Django.
Well, I guess Han, Django, Quinlan, and Luke are up
Yes.
for grabs.
There are 2 Luke players in the
yeah.
field.
And Sabine. Sabine's up for grabs too. There's a few multiple Sabines.
Well, you say up for grabs. At
Well,
this
what
point,
I mean is that you
think,
could overtake the
you
other
think this,
Luke.
you think that. See, I don't know how they do it. I genuinely don't know how they determine those standings, in the sense of does the top.
It's the top finisher with
right.
that leader in the top 64.
But the rest of the field below them in the top 64 is frozen. Those guys are
Yeah,
done playing.
but what I
So
mean is
do you
there's
take-
2 Luke
do
decks
you-
playing
do
today.
you my point is do you take that you won the showcase at the end of day 1, or is it at the end of day 2? Even though certain players are playing in day 2, and certain people aren't in the showcase pool.
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I would think today that if you're playing Luke and then there's another person playing Luke, that you have a chance, if you're lower than him in the standings, to
You could
overtake him.
to swap possibly.
And take
That-
it out.
you may be right.
So
You
there's
may be
a
right.
few
I
that
actually
are
don't
still
know.
up for grabs, but like Leia's locked in, Yoda's locked in, Kira's locked in. Gar Saxton's locked in. Our boy Kevin's locked in with the Boba.
Yeah.
Because they're all individual ones, right? So Piet, Gar Saxon, Boba, and Leia have all won their showcase.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Yoda and Kira as well, because there's nobody in the field to overtake them.
Right. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
And then you've got a few that are still, as you say, up for grabs.
There's a few that they're still fighting for, but those same players, I think, would rather make top 8.
More than likely. I mean,
know?
it depends on kind of the
If
goal,
you make
right?
top 8, you're probably going to grab that showcase.
Yeah, kind of depends on the goal of
Yeah.
what it is you're actually trying to.
Yeah.
Not everybody's here necessarily
Yeah.
to win the event. Some people literally came here just to chase showcases. So that's
Yeah.
that's where we're at. But that's the field we're starting with today, guys. There's some stats for you. A lot of Django. Now, interestingly enough, if you go back and you look at the stats out of Liverpool, they had a fairly similar breakdown, a significant 40-45% of the field Django going into some of the breaks, some of the cuts. Only 3 Djangos made the top 8 in Liverpool.
Well, yeah, they literally are going to have to beat each other up. There was 5 Django mirror matches
in this round alone. In this round alone,
so
there were
they're
5.
going to beat each other up a bit.
Yeah.
And some of them are going to rise and some of them are going to fall. So, I mean, I don't know what our mix is going to be, but the amount of different leaders is we do have a chance to have a really good mix of leaders in the top 8.
Yeah.
It's definitely still possible.
Well, and again, I go back and look at what Liverpool had. They did have a pretty good mix.
They had a
the
great
only
mix.
The only leader that had more than one represented was Django.
Django,
3
yeah.
Djangos in the top 8, and then everybody else was a one-off. That's kind of nice.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see some variety.
Yeah,
now
for
that
sure.
We don't know if we're going to get that today. We can cross our fingers.
No.
As a caster, as a player,
Yeah.
I would prefer that.
Casting today, I would prefer different matches.
Yeah, for sure.
I would prefer not to top 8 mirror match, top 4 mirror match. That would be pretty rough. But at the same time, if you came here to win, he's the deck to bring right now.
I want to pray to the gaming gods that we can avoid that. I really don't want to see nothing but Django mirror matches. I don't want to see just Django mirror matches in the top 8 or the top 4.
I just want to see
my
good
head will
games.
explode.
I'll take good games.
That's what I'm at. That's the goal.
I'll
That's
take
the
good
goal.
games.
Leia just won. Chat says Leia just won.
Oh,
there you go.
I freaking love
there
it.
you go.
God, I need that.
You are such a Leia stan for that deck.
Well, look, every set I have tried. You know this. Every set, you can go back and look at Wes's streams that we do in his house. Every set, I bring a Leia deck, and Wes slaughters it with something that I feel is super inferior.
Something, whatever I've got
and
laying
I
around.
realized that I built it really poorly. The fact that somebody's built one that's made it this far into day 2 with Lake Country of all things.
Awesome.
I'm going to take a peek at that deck list for sure.
Yeah.
That is.
I will say,
wow,
I can't wait to show you guys some of these deck lists. We are going to have to spend some time after round 11 making sure we get all the top 8 deck lists and have all those deck lists available.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I figured out this week someone, God bless them, on one of the communities made a tool that I can go to Melee, download the Melee file, go to this other website, paste it in there. It translates it into what SWODB will upload.
Nice.
And then I can upload the deck directly into SWODB and pull down the deck image.
And
that takes about a minute.
At the store showdown, you're like, I need you to make these. And I was like, bro, I can't do this.
It was so painful.
I'm trying to make it on my phone on Star Wars Database.
Doing it by hand.
Which is a great website, but not so great on your phone.
No. Fabulous resource, but using it on a screen this big is not meant for that,
great.
right?
If you're in the SWO community and you're not using Star Wars Database, you need to get on that. It really helps you build some really, you can build your deck, publish it, and then just kind of figure out, go to some of the online places to play.
For sure. All right, guys, listen, we're going to take about a 5-6 minute break here. We've got at least 7 minutes on the timer, and that's just presuming nothing else changes. In other words, nobody has times extensions or whatever for the round finishing up. So give us probably at least 7-8 minutes, and we'll be back, and we'll get you guys prepped and ready and get our picks in for the final round of Swiss. The final round of Swiss, round 11 here at the Star Wars Sector Qualifier here, Star Wars Unlimited Sector Qualifier here in Denver. We'll see you guys in a minute. Aziz Light. That's right. Indeed. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, excuse me. It's
What
been
a
that
great
kind of morning.
film, by the way.
What?
a great movie.
Oh, The Fifth Element?
Oh,
Oh.
so good.
You probably didn't see it in the theater, did you? You little.
No, I did.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh.
that came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
I had a buddy
you're
who
okay.
worked.
You're okay in my book.
I had a buddy who worked at a movie theater, and he called me one time, and he's like, "Hey, man, I just saw. Do you remember the promos for the Matrix before it released?
Yes.
They were just like, "What is the Matrix?"
Yeah, they
so
were
we
so
had
vague.
no idea what
They
the
were-
movie
yeah.
was.
Fifth Element was the same way. The
Yeah.
Fifth Element trailer was just like that.
So he gave me a call, and he's like, "Bro, I just saw this movie for free.
Yeah.
Get your ass down
Yeah.
here. We're watching it again." He's like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I don't understand how they did half the camera stuff."
Yes, chat. Ian is wearing a command shirt.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
a little hard to see. He's so
it's
short.
cold today.
He's so short. It is. Well, the other thing is we
There's
discovered
less-
we're over
yeah.
here by a bit of a, like the hall next to us, directly behind us,
Yes.
is open to the air.
Yes.
And so it's quite cool in there, and there's a little bit of a chilly spot, like up against the wall over here. You can't see it off camera.
There also is probably employees behind that door
There
smoking pot
probably
all
are.
day.
There probably are.
'Cause it smells
All
like
right,
pot.
guys. Listen, round 10 is done. We're waiting for round 11 pairings to come in, and then we can pick a match. You
Keep
guys.
refreshing. Let's do the refresh.
Yes. The Leia game, of course, of the other stream. Leia was victorious.
Leia won.
Let's give
my
give
goodness.
poor Eva a break and not put her on camera this round.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no.
Um,
Hopefully she'll make top 8. I want to see that deck, but if not, I will look at the deck list and recreate it card for card and pilot the shit out of that.
we did speak briefly to Bobby Sapphire. Those of you guys who are
Yeah.
KTOD fans, he did not manage
He
to
did
win
not
his
manage
match.
to win. He was in
He-
a mirror match against a Django 30, and he told us he got him to 29 a couple of times,
and
but just couldn't get
Couldn't
there.
get over the hump. So
Yeah.
So unfortunately, he did not win that match.
No.
He was down here playing Daniel Hall. Daniel Hall was the 1 seed coming out of yesterday. The top seeded 8-1 player. The 8-1 player with the best tie breaks.
tiebreakers,
Best
yeah.
tiebreakers. So a couple of 8-1 Django's there starting the day off. And then let's see. I don't know. It looks like the one game that's not reported yet is Giovanni's game. That's our Yoda player
Well,
from
yeah,
yesterday.
I mean, he drags those things
well,
out.
he
took the whole
he
hour.
doesn't do that intentionally. That's just the deck he's
yeah,
playing.
I mean, but he
Don't-
does do that
When you say it, you make it sound malicious. It's not
No.
malicious.
It's
That's
the
just how-
deck he's playing. It's,
That's the deck he's playing.
Control deck, and Yoda's ability just slows things down a bit.
Yes,
right? 'Cause
that's the deck
you're
he's playing.
Taking a bunch of extra turns at the end of a round, and you're grabbing cards.
Oh,
and
it looks
stuff,
like
so.
we have paired, and we have. Here we go. Let's see what we got. What looks good? I don't want to see Sabine into Django.
You want to see Sabine Han?
Where's that one? Sabine here?
Yeah.
We haven't seen either of these guys. Let's do it.
7?
Yeah.
Ooh, secondary.
Okay, so the Yoda
Pick
deck.
a
So
Django.
Giovanni's going to be on the other stream, guys. If you want to see that Yoda deck, my God, look how many Djangos here in the top.
So,
The top 10. It's like Django. They're everywhere.
but again, they're beating each other up right now. So they're.
What do you want for a secondary? You want to put Eve in as a secondary? Let's do that.
No, let's give her a break.
Okay.
As a secondary, let's see a Django mirror match because we'll probably see a bunch of those in the
All right,
finals.
then let's put. You want to put Bobby in as a secondary?
Sure.
Okay. Table 5.
People would love that. The people at home would love that.
If it goes to game 3, we can bring it in, right? That'll be good.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. We've
By the
picked
way,
our matches.
Bobby, just as nice as person. As
Oh,
he comes
yeah.
off on his
All the-
streams.
all the-
Like,
all
all
the-
the KOT guys are really great.
I haven't met. Torres, that's actually a really good idea. Well, let's talk about that when we get to the top 8. I haven't met a single person here that I think I would not put on the list of. Oh, I don't really want to deal with this person again. Like,
Yeah, that's
the
totally
entire,
fair.
Just
That's
the entire
totally
community
fair.
is
Everybody's
fabulous.
been super, super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a great. Again, we went to the KTOD hang on Friday night.
Yeah.
We met people from all
They
over
gave me a
all over the
free
place.
double tequila.
Yeah, look
drink,
at you
which-
with your
Woo!
free drink. You slept great that night.
No, I did not.
You did not?
I had that weird dream. Remember?
Oh, I don't want to
Where-
hear about this dream
yeah,
again.
Yeah.
He wakes up on Saturday morning and he's like, "I've got to tell you about this bizarre dream I had. It was about bed bugs." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't want to hear this. Why do I have to? No, call your wife and unload your
She
trauma.
wouldn't answer the phone.
Unload your trauma on your wife. I don't want to hear this. Like, it was rough. It was rough.
It was a weird dream, man.
Yep.
Good one though.
So Chad asking a very valid question. Originally, we were not going to be able to stream anything beyond Swiss rounds. However, talking with Loopy, what we are going to do,
They've hooked us up.
we are going to stream a top 8 game one of the
four.
top 8 matches, one of the semifinal matches, and then Late Night Gaming is going to handle all the finals.
Yeah.
That's their decision.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So when this is over, there'll be a break. My expectation, guys, at the end of round 11 is that there will be probably at least a 15 to 30
They'll
minute
do a hard
break.
deck check.
I would
on all
expect.
decks.
I would expect the
I'd
top
be
8.
shocked if they didn't.
I would expect
right?
all the top 8 players to get hard
I mean,
deck checks. That will take some time.
We do it at our locals for top 4.
We do it at PQs.
And we do it at PQs.
We do PQs.
So I
it's
can't
going to happen
imagine.
here. So there will be a break. Okay.
Yeah.
So at that'll be a great time for you to stretch your legs, grab some lunch, whatever. But we got about an hour or so until we get to that point at a minimum.
Ooh, grab lunch. Wes, that's a great idea. We should do
Hey,
that
we should
this
grab
time.
some lunch. That'd be a great idea.
Instead of eating pot stickers at 6 o'clock in the
I
afternoon
don't know what you're
after
talking
not
about.
eating for since
I'm
7.
gonna be chewing down on this other Aleve here in the meantime.
I might go back
I
to
think
that
is my
place
plan.
today.
Oh, the chop stickers?
Yeah, chop stickers.
Yeah.
That was woo.
Man, shout out. Those were good.
Those are so good. I really want to try a different restaurant today, but I don't know. I don't know. I got that chicken pork dumpling taste in my mouth, pot sticker taste.
All right, I am drugged up now. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Leave.
All right, let's see. I'm going to have to do some updating to the overlays.
Who did we get? Did we get our?
Well,
did
we got
table?
our. I don't know. Let's see who
'Cause
we
they're
ended up
putting
with.
Bobby on stream.
It's very possible. He loves to play on stream.
Yeah, he does.
He likes playing on camera, but I'm not sure who we're going to end up with for a primary. I should come back over here and look. 11 decline. Okay. So, yeah, that's fine.
So who do we get? The mirror
Right
match?
now, I haven't heard either way, so we're going to see who they sit where. They were trying to – one of the things that they were doing for the late night guys yesterday was they were bringing over a second – we were giving them a primary and a secondary match we'd like to see in case somebody declined.
Yeah.
And what was happening is they were bringing over both tables, and that way if one table finished, they could just reposition the other table, just pick up and move over. What's up?
I gotta go.
Oh,
set
yeah,
up.
go do your thing. Go do your thing. You got your notes. Awesome.
Yeah, and my
Do the thing, and I will finish working on getting everything set up over here once these guys sit down. But they're trying to do that for us as well. One of the judge staff this morning was like, "Hey, I'm going to get another table over here. Your secondary match, we'll move them in, and then that way, if they reach a point where we can move them onto camera, if the other match finishes early." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." The judge staff here, guys, is fan-friggin-tabulous. Don't think I have ever worked as a streamer with a staff quite so accommodating to what we're trying to do. That's not a knock against anybody. It's just that they have the resources to assign people to do these kinds of things, and it's a huge help. All right. Folks are sitting down. As they put leaders out, I'll be able to start getting things put in the right direction. Now, we had picked, let's see, what did we say? We said 7 as a primary. So this is going to be Han 1 versus Sabine. We're going to be back in set 1, ladies and gentlemen. Both these players are 8-2. That'll make the record update easy. So both these guys desperately need the win, of course. Friggin'. Pardon me a moment. My overlays are being irritating. Sometimes. Okay, there we go. All right, both players 8-2. We got that down. All right, Hans on the left. That tells me who that is. All right, we chose table down here. There it is. All right. Han versus Sabine ECL. Old school. It's like we've gone back in time of year, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be good stuff. All right, finish getting everything programmed in here. Ugh. Well, we haven't made it cut to top 8 yet. There we go. And while I'm here, I'm going to fix our goofy color codes. Whoa, what happened there, boys? OBS is having a fun day. Let's get rid of this thing. What is that? Yes. What is that? Yikes. Okay. Okay, and then you are. Welcome back. Give me a moment. Let me finish making up one little thing while I'm over here in this interface window. I'm just going to go ahead and fix this thing.
Is it Chris or Curtis?
Mine says Chris. This. Oh no, you're
It's
right.
Curtis.
It is Curtis.
Yeah, it's Curtis.
I fail at reading the English language. There, fixed now, and then let me fix it over here because I've got to put names in 2 places now. All right, where's Curtis from?
Curtis is from Layton, Utah.
Spell Layton. L-A-Y. Okay,
I
that's what
didn't
we're going
ask.
with.
I didn't
And
ask.
where's Victor from?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Minneapolis. All right. So now then, these guys are getting kind of close to being ready. I need to push. Come on. Here.
Okay.
Restart. Come on. There's that. Brilliant. Okay. Thank you for the reminder, Xanda. And now, all right, let's do this. Here we go. Let's meet our players on the left-hand side of your screen. This is going to be Curtis from Layton, Utah.
Whatever.
He's going to be bringing Han 1, and it looks like he's playing chopper base. So it's a Han 1 yellow deck, the kind of thing we've been seeing out of the game, out of the meta for a while. On the right-hand side of your screen, this is Victor, live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the home of the game itself, home of Fantasy Flight Gaming. Yes, the ad rolls were pushed very intentionally. Other way. There we go. All right, so come back to here as they roll off for initiative.
We're going to Han action. I'm going to play something. You're going to play something. I'm going to claim. Unless you are playing.
Ian, the hero with the late camera adjustment there. Thank you very much, sir.
I know a little bit.
And the round timer actually has started, guys. I'll go ahead and start it up again here since our round timer will be slightly different than the actual round timer because the stream games always get a little extra time to get set up and so on and so forth.
Well,
My brother's watching.
I don't think the time's going to wait.
Oh, that's awesome.
Huh?
Whoever's Victor's brother, I hope you're on here. He wants you to watch, so
Oh, okay.
he sent you the link.
Okay. Let's
So-
hope Victor's brother is watching.
Yeah, I hope so.
If you're in chat, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I was gonna say, like, this shouldn't take the hour. I mean, if Sabine,
No, I don't believe.
if Sabine pops, like,
if Sabine can't win
if Sabine
games
pops,
quickly,
we're gonna have
then
our first like really long break where I could go grab lunch technically.
yeah. If Sabine can't win the game yeah, we should have plenty of time for lunch. Actually,
I don't know why-
This is
yeah.
a good choice. Why did I even argue about this? This is a great
Well,
idea.
I mean, Han could stretch it out for sure.
That's fair.
By bouncing everything.
That's fair.
But I mean,
Colors
every
are
time
off.
I see
I haven't
a-
set. Oh, that's because I haven't set leaders yet. I knew I was missing something. Hold on. All right, so we're on.
every time I see a Sabine
Hold on.
deck,
I haven't got to finish my match setup here. We're on
stomach,
old Han
like, tightens up, man. I
and chopper
can't.
base. Thank you for catching that one. I was not awake. And then we're on Sabine. Man, I haven't pushed that button in a while.
You have it.
And ECL. All right. Come on, let's go. Here we go. All right, leaders are all set, and let's come back to this screen here. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our matchup here for the last round of Swiss here at the Star Wars Unlimited Sector Qualifier here in Denver. Starting off here with Han doing Han things. A little bit of Falcon coming out here. He's going to get in for some damage. And classic Sabine unit.
One
on
of the
other side
judges
board.
just talked to me about how they're going to try to convince people, and I told them, well, it's top 8. They got no choice.
At top 8, yeah. Once
got
it's
no
top,
choice
once it's
after
top 8,
this.
they have no more options.
There's
They can't.
no, I don't want to. It's you on it, sucker.
You can no longer refuse to be on camera once you're in the top 8.
At this point, I am praying that Leia deck makes top 8 so we can pull it.
I desperately
because
want
I
to see
haven't
that deck in
seen
the
it,
top 8.
and I want to see it
I know.
in person.
So do I.
Okay, well, we've started here. We got a Falcon versus Sabine, and here
In fact,
we go.
I'm going to go call this
Done
for a
3
minute.
to base. We're doing 3 to base here.
3 to base.
3 on each.
Yeah. 3 to base.
Curtis starting fast. 6 to base already.
Yep, I got to get base health
Sadarian
correct.
Peacekeeper.
Bridger.
Ezra, okay.
Ooh, that Sundari could be big here early. Ezra on your left and a Sundari Peacekeeper
Oh,
on
but
your
Curtis is
right.
going to have to pay for that Falcon because he didn't play an extra card this time.
Tap. We'll look at the resources. Tap. I guess it doesn't matter which one we tap. It's to kill him.
Yep, there we go. Paid for it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Pay for Falcon.
Nice.
You're paying for Falcon?
Yes.
Yeah.
He paid for it last turn, of course, with the
With the
with the
Though-
the one that he threw away,
yeah,
right? So
it's,
yeah,
it's the
That's-
mechanic literally designed for that card.
exactly.
with
It's a
Han.
very common mechanic you
That's
see.
why it's
precisely.
there. So Trey had to teach me how to do that. I didn't figure it out for a while. Yeah, those Peacekeepers, we've seen them do some really great work.
Man, that is one of the best uncommons in that
Yeah,
set.
it's
And
so great.
I got so torqued a while back, I was trying to build a deck, and I discovered I only owned like 3 or 4. I was like, what is going on with this card?
We're doing 3 to base, restoring.
Okay, restore out of Sabine. You love to see it if you're the Sabine player,
Yeah, I
but not
mean-
so much if you're Han.
I don't know what he's going to do with 3 resources. Waylay something? Maybe a. How much is Bodhi?
He's going to fish with Ezra and see what he can come up with, probably, which is not a bad play. Going to knock out Sabine.
Ezra trigger?
He's going to go ahead and see what Ezra feeds him. Oh, I love his hand marker.
Yeah.
His hand token is
His hand token is the
like
Falcon.
a falcon.
He
That's
asked
awesome.
if he had to use the hand tokens. I was like, no, bro, you can use your Falcon. That thing is
We'll
sweet.
rip that off.
Super sweet.
Sure.
It's a
Ooh,
tech.
nice. It's a
Coming in with a
tech.
tech off the top.
Flipping Sabine.
Sabine enters the board.
Oh, Darksaber. He's got it. He went to move all 4. You could see it. He's ready to flop
Against Han, this is a really, really strong play.
He's got it. Yeah,
yep,
he's
there
got
it is. All right, so
Initiative.
one more here.
Oh, man.
Let's do 7 to base.
2.
And a +1/+1.
Oh, and he's given the
The Peacekeeper's a Mandalorian.
Peacekeeper's a Mandalorian.
Peacekeeper's a Mandalorian, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's so. Oh, that's so awesome.
Peacekeeper's a Mandalorian. You got to love it.
That's so awesome.
You got to love it. I love that hand marker, though. That Falcon is so
the tech's
sexy.
a good play for Curtis, though, so that he can pull out those resources that may be destroyed, too.
I think, yeah, I'm 1 off on Victor's base. There we go. Fixed it.
Falcon?
You're paying for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not liking Curtis having to pay for the Falcon, though.
It's
must not be
definitely
drawing what he
hurting him a little bit.
wants.
Yeah, it feels like maybe his draws have not been quite what he needs. Of a cunning here would be I won't say catastrophic for Victor, but it would really hurt. There it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, there it is.
That's the kind of breathing room that Curtis desperately
Yeah,
needs.
and he'll give the Falcon +4. He's
Mhm.
got nothing. There's no Space Sentinel unless he's playing that new Scout.
Or, no, it's 4.
So he's going to tap down Victor's whole board and give a +4 to the Falcon. There is a +4 in there, guys, but don't dig too long.
Mark that it's
Yeah.
+4.
Good enough. That works. Just so long as you know. It's a bottle opener chat saying the Falcon.
Is it really?
Whatever it is, it's
That makes it
badass.
even better.
Whatever it is, I love it. It's so cool to see.
Puts me to 15.
Hey, he's right. He's got a little. See the little key thing on the top.
So you just move the damage from Ezra.
So we're going to ambush in K2SO with ECL, overrun Ezra. We're going to put 1 on the base.
Oh, nice.
2 on the base, actually.
7 to base.
Because Ezra had 2 damage.
That Falcon hit is hard, though.
Falcon hit hurts.
Weesh. Take off a 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Oof. Yeah. This game is not going to take long.
No, this one way or another. I think Curtis might actually, unless the cunning is really hosing Victor here because
No,
now
I
he's going to
think-
take. He's about to take 6 more.
Yeah. I mean.
Right. Both. Unless if you're Curtis,
Yeah.
I just go to base here. Yeah.
14, 18.
I mean, that's the great thing about the double yellow Han is that you could play it pretty aggressive or you can play it pretty mid-range.
5 HP remaining here for Victor. Well, he's definitely playing against Sabine. You pretty much, I think you have no
yeah,
choice.
you gotta. Yeah, I
Like-
think you try to race in, especially.
Yeah.
Oh, and he sparked him. Ooh, that's rough.
Yep.
Yeah. Heroic sacrifice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, for sure.
Who claimed?
I think
I think
Victor
Victor
claimed.
has
I
to
think
have
Victor
initiative.
has the initiative here,
Yeah. he's
but it's
got
not.
it.
They haven't moved the marker on the board.
13.
He has to
15.
because Curtis made 2 moves at the same time.
So I need to deal 15 damage.
He's gonna scoop.
What do you think? I'm just going to keep doing these things. I'm going to pay for the Falcon with one of the resources I defeat.
Okay, so he's declaring it. He just has to go through. He has to go through and fish out 2 because he used Han and then deployed Han, then attacked with Han. So there's 2 resources in that pile that have to go away.
Readying phase, it's been paid. Now I go to defeat. That will be 1, and now I have to get a second one.
Yeah, he's got to go pick another one out and throw it away.
Now, do you get to choose? I thought you had to mark them.
No, you get to choose. You get to go through your entire resource pile every time and pick which one you want to defeat.
No wonder I suck at playing Han. I just don't understand
It's a
it at
very
all.
interesting mechanic.
I
It
just
requires,
don't
in
understand
my
it.
mind, it requires a lot of finesse to do correctly.
Yeah. Okay, well, you used Sabine to kill Han.
Uh-oh, Ginger's trying to sell bottle openers in chat.
7. And when we get to 15.
Well, the Peacekeeper buys him some breathing room if he chooses to attack with the Peacekeeper first. But that's a rough call because Sabine is a 7 hit, right?
Okay, so I'm at 10, 15, 18. Am I at 20?
You're at 20.
You are at 20.
Oh, I'm at 20.
Yeah, you're 20.
So he has one action.
It doesn't matter.
I think it doesn't matter. I think the Peacekeeper
he's
only
showing
heals
him-
2. It doesn't matter.
Curtis is being polite. He's showing him that he has a surprise strike. So
Yeah.
if he can't eliminate
he-
all the units at once,
Yeah.
every single unit can do the
Any single unit
Any
will
single
end.
unit
Well,
wins
actually,
in
that's
this
not
game.
true. If you could deal with the Han and the Falcon, the tech wouldn't do it as long as the Sundari swung in. Because he would heal 2.
3 plus 2 is 5.
Maybe he's got a Rebel Assault.
You showed me.
I-
If he has a Rebel, no, the Falcon is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Falcon alone, the surprise
How do
strike
you
off
get
the
rid of
Falcon.
the Falcon?
Yeah, you got a surprise strike off the Falcon. No, wait. No, hold on. If he goes to 18, the surprise strike Falcon doesn't do it. It puts him at 24.
Okay, but he swings with the Peacekeeper, and then he
So I'm saying
surprise strikes with Han.
Oh, but the Peacekeeper's not a rebel. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the end it just doesn't. I think it doesn't work
The math's
because
not mathin', bro.
yeah, he could clear out the ground but not hold the space.
He's gonna.
Yeah, I
he's
think
gonna
he's
scoop.
Yeah,
He's scooping.
Rebel Assault might work if he could Rebel Assault the K2 into and kill things. It might work, but the math.
But how do
just-
you get rid of the Falcon?
Yeah,
It's
think
still there.
Yeah. The Falcon. I think in the end it just doesn't work. It's definitely a mess.
That's why I really
Chat
love.
wants to know if there's a deck you do play well.
I mean, at times there was decks that I played well. Like in set 1, I played Leo really well, and I could beat just about any matchup.
That's true. You were really good
I
with
was
that
really
Leia
good
red
with
deck
Leo.
back in the day.
And then with Tarkin, in set 2, Tarkin Cunning, I did really well with that deck.
Yeah.
Set 3,
You were really good with that Tarkin
that
Cunning
Tarkin deck. Well, I was playing it in set 1, and then I just threw TDR.
You just add TDR
Well, I
to
was
it more or
playing-
less.
I was playing
Oh,
Tarkin aggro
and the Phantoms.
and the Phantoms.
The
yeah.
TDR and the Phantoms were big adds to that
Yeah.
deck.
Set 3, I never found something that I stuck with well,
Yep.
and I'm really doing pretty well right now with Piet Red, so I'm going to
Yep.
stick there with this set. I try to just play one deck a set, and I think that's what really hurt me in the last set, is I just tried to play so much different variety.
Yep.
I don't have time to do that. But no, I'm not very good. I've been playing TCGs for a year and a half, or however long Star Wars has been out, and I'm going up against somebody like Wes who's played TCGs for like 30 years.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just get the crew I started playing at Dragon's Lair, and the crew there all played at least Destiny together, right? Like most of you guys played Star Wars Destiny.
A lot
together,
of us
right?
did, but there's been a lot of
So-
new blood. Guys like you, guys like Neil, and
Yeah.
and Balls, and
And
some of those other
Balls,
guys
yeah,
at the
and some
local
other
store.
guys.
We've got
But-
a lot of new players,
like-
but there was a small core of us that kind
Yeah.
of started over there.
And it puts me at it. I've learned so much over the past year and a half. Like the first time I went to my locals, I brought a Hera deck. I didn't win a game all freaking night, all night. Like just got destroyed. But they really taught me how to build decks.
Yeah.
How to really find a play style that works for me. So I'm just trying to stick with what works for me now.
Understandable.
We'll see. There's a
The-
PQ I'm going to play.
I'm-
Another store
I'm
showdown.
only-
I got a chance.
I'm only in this game because of Destiny, right? I forget how I got sucked into Destiny, because years and years ago I had played a CCG with dice in it, and it was a disaster. And I swore them off. I was like, I've never combined random cards with random dice again, ever. This is a train wreck. And somehow when they demoed Destiny to me, I was like, this is okay. But by about the third game, I was like, no, this is really good. And so I got sucked in. I played Destiny for a long time. And then, of course, Destiny went away. I was very sad. I was like, friggin', this, that, and the other thing. I'm never doing this again. I got sucked in again. I can't believe I fell for this crap again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's also true. Ginger's pointing out it was partly the X-Wing guys. And then when it came back around, when this game was announced, I completely missed the announcement. I knew nothing about it. I didn't even hear about it. I heard about it about 2 months before it finally came out. Some of the local Destiny guys were pinging me, hey, you're going to play this game? I said, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. So they started sending me links, guys like Mendoza, right?
Yeah,
They would
Mendoza.
send me links. Hey, you should play this game. You should play this game. And I was like,
Who we never see at locals
I don't.
anymore.
What if I don't want to play this? Like this? Yeah. He's been busy with life.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what happens.
Long story short, I went to that first pre-release at Trey's, right? And I
Yeah.
was like, and after playing the game, I was like, I'm so screwed. This is a great
Yeah.
game.
I
I'm
mean-
hosed. This game is so good.
The only reason I got into it is because I started collecting Magic Lord of the Rings, only
Yeah.
because it was Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I started selling my extra cards on TCG and I saw like this game's coming out, Star Wars Unlimited, and I convinced my wife, hey, let's buy a couple boxes because let's collect the Star Wars
I
cards, right?
convinced my wife. Listen to this. That's amazing.
That's really what it took.
That's
and I was
amazing.
I was like, let's collect these. These look really cool. And then we started finding out the value of some of the legendaries.
Mm-hmm.
We started flipping some of the legendary cards, and I had all these cards, and I was like, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try playing. And I went down to DL, and
the
ever
rest is
since then
history.
I've been.
And
so
here you are.
hooked.
Here you are a year later at one of the biggest tournaments in North
Yeah.
America, casting, calling games,
having a great time.
Trey in chat. Mendoza lasted his obligatory 6 to 9 months in Los Angeles. That's terrible.
Shout out to Trey.
Shout out to Trey and Mendoza, both awesome people.
Trey has taught me probably the most.
Here we go. Game 2, ladies and
Here we
gentlemen.
go, yeah.
We can stop jibber jabbering.
Skywalker.
Game underway as we see Luke Pilot go to ground here for Sabine. Honestly, a card I'd not thought about, but really
It's a Rebel.
probably synergizes
Strong
nicely in this deck.
3/2.
Strong card. Just strong card in general.
Ooh, the new Falcon.
Going with the new Falcon here.
You can see that these guys clearly play at their locals too, because that's a card you get
That's
in
the OP Falcon.
packs.
That's right.
It's cool though, in Jump to Lightspeed, that you can pull those from the packs now. I think that's really cool.
I do love that. I
Yeah.
love that they did that.
I
so
used
that
to
you can
see
those.
buy the starter decks just to get those stupid cards.
Well, sure.
And some of them weren't stupid. Some of them were great.
Some of them are quite good, like this Falcon, for
Like this
example.
Falcon, yeah.
Like this Falcon, for
Phase
example.
3 Dark Trooper is
We're going to
something I put in
ECL
my
out
deck all the time.
Sabine's tie.
Ooh.
Give it an experience and
Token.
ambush
And
out the
ambush
Falcon.
out.
The early ECL,
Nice.
early ECL here, ladies and gentlemen.
They've got a couple of those for sale.
How
and I
interesting.
only have one. I really want to go buy that from the Star City guys today. Another
New Falcon, or excuse me, old Falcon.
3 to base.
I'll
Oh,
take initiative.
Interesting.
I don't know if I trade off that Falcon.
It would be a trade because it's 4 HP. Yeah, he's got 4 damage going back in.
Yeah.
Pay for the Falcon.
Oh man, but I bet if Victor could have gotten a 2-for-1 out of that CB, and he would have felt really great.
Which pilot is it? On.
There we
That is
go.
that is new Han with his first strike ability.
There we go.
Such a good card. We said it yesterday, right? So many
Yeah.
people mock these pilots, but some of these pilots are amazing in the
Their-
right situation. They're so
Their
good.
versatility really is helping them.
Yes, the
overall.
I call it what I think you say versatility. I call it tactical flexibility, right? Because as
Yeah.
a player in that moment, I have the option: do I play this as a unit, or do I play it as an upgrade?
You're just using my words and making it more fancy.
It's the
but
same.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing, right? Basically, but I love having as a player. I love
Ooh,
having
interesting.
the
No Darksaber this time.
the option, right?
What's he want to play?
Sindari Peacekeeper.
Wow, he's going heavy ground.
I
Where's
think
the A-Wings, Victor?
it's
Where
not a
are
bad
the
call.
A-Wings, man?
sometimes you don't draw them.
I haven't even seen him in his hand yet. Oh, he's got a Fleet Lieutenant, though.
Mhm.
That's a nice card to play
Solid.
right now.
Chat asking about deck lists. Deck lists are not yet available. End of this round.
End of this round.
Deck lists should be available. Certainly for the people that make.
We'll,
We'll move on to the top 8, and
we'll
then
make
for
sure
everybody
that
else.
at least we'll talk about our matches in the top 8 and their deck lists before we start.
We will absolutely have that information available to talk about before we call matches.
Do you think we could put? Do you think you'll have time?
Oh, again with the
Again
cunning.
with the cunning.
Go.
Do you think you'll have time to maybe make them for all the top 8 so you could send it
The
out?
intention is to have them for all the top 8,
Nice.
and then I
just
can just
send
share
out-
them with everybody.
Yeah,
yes,
share them to the team. Share them to the
That's
intranets.
that is the goal. Correct.
Poe.
Okay, so we're coming in with a Poe. Unfortunately, not an ECL Poe, which is the dream,
Yeah.
but still a solid card.
It's like 50
An
to base.
amazing ground presence here. It's about 10, I believe. 9. That should be a
5,000 to base.
3
from
plus
a
2 for
Falcon.
Han, plus 1 for the pilot. No, it's 10 to base. Should be 10 to base. Or is it 11?
5,000.
I think they miscounted. No, that's old Falcon. That is 9. My apologies.
3, 4, 7. Yeah, 9.
It's 9.
It's 9.
For some reason, I was thinking it was new Falcon, which would have been 10.
Oh, yeah, because it gets a +1 for every pilot on it.
Information. I'll grab that link in between rounds and throw it in chat. I apologize. I have it available, but I don't have it in front of me right now.
For information for what?
To convert the decks from Melee into SWODB.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you still have that.
Crowd is starting to draw finally at the tables in the background there. Lots of people watching. Getting ready for final events.
I'll claim.
Okay, so Victor claims here. A little surprising to see him give up that damage,
Nah,
but I
he's
think
gonna attack with Poe and he's gonna blow his hand out.
either that. Well, Curtis now about to be down to 1 card. Looks like he's about to play something.
Choices.
Oh no, okay, he's going to go ahead and deploy. He's going to put a resource down and deploy Han. and try to clear
No,
something
he's already
out.
put it down.
Oh, has he?
Look, Han sideways. He's already done it.
I think he just exhausted Han. He's figuring out which card he wants to place.
Han comes out on 6, right? He's got 5. Okay.
See? So there.
Yeah, okay.
So now Han deploys.
Okay.
He can kill Luke, but he cannot kill anything else out there.
He's going base.
He's going base. Okay, he's just pushing straight damage.
I mean, he's racing. He's racing.
Man, get into a race with Sabine. Go fast, Ricky Bobby, but you better win. Like, you better be confident in your ability to win. I'm just saying.
Let's see.
I'm seeing the heroic sack. He's got a fleet lieutenant in there.
Destroy will be paying for the Falcon. It'll be
He's got a home 1 in his hand, too. He's trying to draw it out a little bit.
Oh, you're talking about Curtis.
No, Victor. Victor has a home 1.
An old, really?
Yeah,
I've never
I
seen
think
Sabine
that's
go
what I
that
saw.
high.
I
Are you
think
sure?
that's what I saw. I think he subbed
We got to look at that again.
If we look at his hand again, it's the car on the far right. See it?
Oh, I caught. Just as I caught a glimpse of what it was, he shuffled it again. I don't think that's what that is.
I can't see what it is.
I can't tell.
It looked like home 1 to me, but I could be wrong. I only got a quick glance.
I think Poe's gonna take Han out here.
Yeah, and burn out some cards.
Oh, chat's saying Leia lost. Very sad.
Oh, what's that put her at? Wow, she lost fast too. Django.
Okay, so he's discarding a card to attack Curtis's hand, and now he's considering discarding another card, probably to do the 2 extra damage to Han to make sure that Poe's attack takes him off the board.
I blow the heroic. Oh, I don't know if I give that.
Oh, he's blowing away the Han upgrade on the Falcon.
Nice.
I love this. Just so you
That's
guys
smart.
can remember how Poe's on attack ability works. He has lots and lots of options here.
Normally, you'll see people ECLing out for the victory
He's going to ditch 3 cards
and do
and go.
all of it.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay. So he did all of it to
He's
base.
doing all of it.
No, he did 2 to base.
Mhm.
Wait,
Well, he
what?
did all 3 abilities, so you can only use 1 of each. He did all 3. Right? Put Poe back up.
Oh, right. Poe is 6/6. Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't need. Yes, he did 2 to base. You're right. He gutted his hand and did it all.
He did it all.
Cantina Bouncer.
Correct. My apologies, Chad. I forgot Poe was 6/6 for some reason.
Oh, somebody hit the table.
Somebody's going away. He's going to bounce the Sundari. It's probably a good call.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Victor a little behind in the race here, trying to find a way through Han's many tricks. See if he can force a game 3.
Just from my side. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that was a little more stuck.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No problem.
Because it just looked like 2 rows.
Let's do 3 to base.
Yeah. Let's do the same. 3 to base.
16.
Okay, 3 to base.
Shouldn't Poe have damage on him?
He does. I just let the judges know.
Okay, yeah, he should take that home
Poe,
damage,
Poe,
right?
Poe should have 4 damage on him.
Ooh, timely intervention.
Okay, so we're smuggling out a timely for whatever one of these last cards that Victor held on to. It's the Sundari
Yeah.
Peacekeeper that got bounced.
Yeah.
I love this play.
Why not?
All right, so we're coming in with a timely intervention to ambush in the Sundari Peacekeeper.
Have 1 untapped.
Initiative.
Okay. Curtis is going to take initiative here.
Take 3 back.
Yep.
I heal 2.
Thank you.
Okay, so we restored 2.
Sick.
Attack.
Base health is wrong.
Sabine, deal 1 to your base.
Yeah.
Take 3 back.
Okay, so Sabine's going to clear out the bouncer and put 1 more damage on the base. Victor's halfway home.
Man, Curtis has gotten great work out of his Falcons. Like, great work out of his Falcons.
Ready?
Okay, I'm just taking a quick glance at base health totals, make sure I've got it right, and I do. Okay, so we're going to bamboozle the Poe.
Darksaber.
You think so?
Oh.
Bright
oh,
Hope.
nice.
Big pull. He needed
Yes.
that. Needed that right
Yes.
then. And Curtis is like, nope, we're just going to call it
Yeah,
right here.
let's call it here.
Victor able to force game
Nice.
3 here in round 11. Well done.
You see that a lot in Sabine games when they get the right sentinel at the right time. They
Yep.
kind of close out the game like that, and there's nothing you can do.
Where's the next cutting?
That is a good question.
Yeah, Curtis is like, you're asking my question now.
Yeah.
We're all asking this question on this side of the table.
Asking the exact same thing. Ooh. Looks like Giovanni's game is over already, so he must have got run over for his game to end so fast. The Yoda player, Giovanni. Looks like he's done. Oh, I'm so interested to see our top 8 mix.
It's going to
cannot
be
wait.
well. You know, we had such an interesting mix of leaders in the top 36 as we came into day 2.
Yeah,
here.
but
it's going to be fascinating to see
does
who can push
Django
through.
just eliminate everybody else?
So as Ginger is pointing out in the chat, originally, what was happening was the late night guys were given the exclusive to stream anything past the top 8.
Yeah.
And
They've shared with us.
Well,
'cause
what I
they're
talked
awesome.
to Loopy, what he said was, well, that's silly. There's no reason to cut out games that we could stream when we don't have to.
Yeah.
He said, so please, absolutely stream top 8 and top 4 with me. And I was like, excellent. We're going to do that
Awesome,
for
we're
sure.
in, yeah.
for sure.
I figured that was my best.
I'm just glad it's only what? We'll get 4 games today
We're going to get 4 matches today. Yes.
instead of 9.
Yes, it will be a
9 was
shorter
brutal.
day. It will be yesterday was a long day. Yesterday was a long day. It was an 11-hour stream yesterday.
Brutal. I don't know if I could physically play in a 2-3 day tournament.
Chat asking about Django making day 2. There were 16 of the 36 decks that made day 2 were Django.
44% of
44,
of the
roughly
total.
44% of the field. There were a lot of one-offs. We had a Kira, 2 Lukes, a Leia, I think a 1 Piet.
Yeah, 1 PM was still in there.
There was a variety. It was a mix. I think there were 5 Hans, 3 Sabines.
But various Hans.
Various Hans. We had 3 yellow Hans, a green Han, and a red Han.
Yeah.
All making the day 2.
All old Han, too.
Yes, all old Han. Ginger, nobody wants to eat dinner at 9:30 again. That sucked.
You mean, well, first of all, it's Sunday, so everything closes earlier. We will not be eating dinner at 9:30. We will find
That is
nothing to
actually a
eat.
good point. That is actually a fair point.
We
No,
failed pretty much
we
poorly yesterday,
we
too.
got like
we ended up
we
with
got like cheap
hotel bar food.
cheap overpriced quesadilla in our discount hotel
the
was
pizza I got
basically
wasn't
dinner
bad.
last night. No, the takeout we
bad.
had, the dumplings were fantastic.
Yeah,
we had
yeah,
yesterday, but like
we tried to.
it was
For
rough.
the record, everybody, we tried to go to Chopsticks again last
Yeah,
night.
when I told Ginger, I was like, she was like, these dumplings look really good. I was like, well, let's go get some more.
Yeah.
We walked in the door 20 minutes before they're closing, and they're like,
no, we're done.
they're like,
with
oh no, we're not
orders."
serving anymore. I
We're
was like,
done.
are you serious? Like,
And we're just
oh
like,
my
oh, come
god,
on, man.
Oh my god, you're killing me, Alice.
We just want some
I
dumplings.
just want some dumplings.
I mean, they could be out too. Like, putting dumplings together is not an easy feat. Game 3, here we go.
The decisive game for one of these gentlemen. Now, one of the things that's been happening over the last day or so, over the last 12 hours, let's say, is there's been a lot of speculation about how many 2-loss players are going to make the top cut, right?
A lot, because
well,
there was nobody yesterday that that was undefeated.
Everybody had a loss. There was no undefeated players out of the field yesterday, which was
and
great.
there's no way you're making it. There's no offense. When you cut down to the top 36, there's no way you're winning both of your games today. I mean,
Right.
if you do, it's going to be very difficult because you're playing the best decks from yesterday.
Yes. So we will have to see how this all shakes out, but it's going to be a slog. Now, my guess is at least, if I had to guess, I'd say we'll have at least 3 2-lossers, if not 4 in the top 8.
It's going to suck because you're gonna be right there.
But there's gonna be
tied
some-
with record, but you're going to lose because of strength of schedule.
Yeah, there's going to be some really, really good 2-loss
I
players
really
and
thought
decks
in a
that don't make the
tournament
cut.
this size they would cut to 32. Like, I don't know why they don't do a bigger
Yeah,
cut.
it is a little weird. It is a very odd thing. You have the ability to do larger cuts. That's just not what they did.
Yeah.
Speaking of A-wings, there's you an A-wing, Ian.
No, I mean, not the one I love, but a really great one.
That's true.
And we'll pass.
Curtis going to knock that guy out. Now the question here is, do you pay?
I would have pinged. Like, why are we not pinging
We haven't seen Victor use Sabine's ability at all.
at all?
Not in 2 games, not once. All 3 games he's had a Falcon,
he keeps
Falcon
holding
early.
these heroic sacrifices that he never uses. in his hand.
He's going to keep Falcon on the board. That's interesting. Well, but even that it's just a card in your hand that you could, you've got a resource that you have.
Yeah.
Maybe you need it, maybe you don't, but not ready to get rid of it. These Peacekeepers have been money for Victor.
What's he going to play for 4? Tech?
Tech.
And pass. 2.
Now we know he's sitting on he's sitting on a Sabine's tie in there. He could do the same shenanigans and ambush this Falcon out.
Kill the Falcon.
Chat saying in this kind of a matchup, Han actually plays a little more aggro into it, and so Sabine doesn't want to risk the pinging, and that's actually a good point.
Fair.
That's a good point.
And that's exactly how Curtis has played it so far. He's played it very aggressive. Yep, he's going to do it.
Yep, we're going to ECL it out again.
I love the Prestige cards. I can't
They're
say
so
this
gorgeous.
enough. They are gorgeous. I can't wait to see what Legend of the Force has for Prestige cards. I'm hoping it's obviously Force units, which I think it will be, but it's going to be sweet.
Yeah, the greener experience. I literally have a key on the table that tells everybody what the tokens mean.
It's cool. Nobody pays attention. It's
I know.
cool.
Nobody reads that stuff.
It's cool. I always point at it and tell them they should read it, but,
ACL has been used. They haven't marked it yet, but sooner or later, I'm betting, J-Ho's there's going to mark it. There we go.
Activate.
Han going to use his ability.
I love that we have a judge just sitting there now.
Yep.
That's pretty freaking sweet,
Yep.
man. There you go, guys. There's a judge sitting at the table, so we are not responsible at all. 0.0 responsibility.
We weren't before. I'm a caster,
I'm just
not
letting
a
the chat
judge.
know.
Now,
I
will say, I've considered if I'm going to do more of this, I probably should go ahead
and get a judge
license.
license.
A license
or whatever
talk
it is.
Like
the card.
Well, you go
Jason's
through. There's a whole thing that you go through,
Yeah.
and I love that they've done that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I should probably do that
if I'm
going to sit in this chair and.
I mean, they don't make it hard to be a judge, but they do make sure that you know the rules.
Yes.
I like trying to break them.
You know.
Chaos.
Let's go for it.
We're gonna miss the.
Tap down Sundari.
All right, so what did we do there? Was that Bamboozle? I think he played a Bamboozle.
Yeah.
I'm not confident this is what he did, chat, but I believe he played Bamboozle and then discarded a card out of his hand.
Yeah.
To make sure that he didn't have to pay for it for some reason. Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what he did.
Okay. But now I don't think Curtis has no cards in his hand at all. He's out.
Oh, wow.
He has nothing. His hand's empty.
Burned him.
3 to base.
Sabine's first blood here coming in turn 3.
Oh, he's going to smuggle something. Oh!
Okay, going to smuggle a DJ out. This everybody's favorite combo, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever you don't want me to take to the side, I'm going to take ready no matter what. I don't care what it is. You can keep your timely. Cool. Neat. Exhaust that just in case. Claim. Cool.
Now we're going to get Han out. Bust up Sabine.
Aha. Chat was way ahead of me on that one. They've seen this play before, and I haven't. I've seen people smuggle tech, but I've smuggled DJ out, but not in that fashion. For me, that's a line I've not seen before.
Getting rid of the Sundari.
He's got to get rid of the Sundari. Yeah,
you
it's
don't
a good
want
call.
him healing. Okay.
I feel like Han should have some damage on him, too.
What did Han? Han didn't kill anything.
Han came in and he attacked somewhere, and I don't see damage on the base, so...
Scrap Waylay for the second one.
Yeah, I think Han took out the Sundari. I think Han should have some damage. I think they both attacked into the Sundari. There we go. Victor's caught it. There we go. Okay.
1 damage.
Board state should be good now. Everybody should be good.
Do it. Get that green card on the field. Hope that he doesn't
Battlefield
take out
Marine.
one of your guys and attack with Sabine. He's going to play a card. That's perfect. That's actually plays into Victor's hand.
Nope, he's still got tech on the field, so he's just going to smuggle something out, but he's got to find the right one.
Another DJ.
Nope, he's going to pay. He's going to.
Masterpiece gets rid of the experience and kills it. Smuggle.
Okay, we're smuggled out another Bamboozle.
He's getting great work out
Discarded
of that
up.
bamboozle
Yeah,
card,
so
man.
yeah, so he discards the experience token, which then kills the unit.
See, this is the problem with Sabine. So now Curtis has gone pretty wide. He doesn't have any like outstanding units on the board, but if you're Victor, like when you play Sabine, you can't trade off.
No.
So
This is,
he's-
go.
Yeah, I mean, you're just I don't really know. This is where like Sabine kind of like loses it for me because
What I love about watching Curtis right now, this is one of the best.
a hot shot
The
blaster.
hot shot blaster on DJ.
I mean,
Yep.
Curtis.
This is one of the best Han games I think I've ever seen in
Yeah.
terms of navigating this matchup.
Curtis is
He
gonna
very,
take
very
this.
clearly knows exactly what lines to
Curtis
play
is gonna take
and
this.
how to
He's
play
just-
this. And I suppose that's one of the disadvantages of playing Sabine, one of the oldest and most well-known decks out there
I think we're down to
in general.
What are we down to? Yeah, 13.
There we go. He's got 14 damage on.
Yeah, and now he's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got exactly 11 on the board right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you have to start.
I'm guessing this is
He's
either
gonna
a sack or
heroic
rebel assault. It's a
sacrifice
heroic
something.
sack.
Yeah, into
He's going to
something.
probably throw a Marine into the DJ, I'm guessing.
DJ. Draw card.
I mean, it gets him to the next phase. Unless a surprise strike comes out. A couple surprise strikes.
Curtis is in a bit of a weird spot, right? Because it requires a tremendous amount of cards out of his hand to reach this board position.
Yeah.
And I think he's back to only having 2 in, but now he probably doesn't have to resource very much now.
14, 18.
Plus Han's always, every time Han swings in, he gets 1 more to play with. Tech has been brutal this game.
He's got a surprise strike in his.
In his hand, well, that's
in
his,
his,
that's his
his
resource row.
resources, but he's got
Yeah.
tech out, so he can pull out that
He
surprise
could
strike.
play it out of his resource row.
Surprise strike tech. And that puts him 2 away. Ooh,
Fleet Lieutenant
into Han.
Going to knock out Han.
Yeah, I'm going to surprise strike in.
Sabine
with,
firmly on the back foot here,
I
just
would
trying to
pull
clear
surprise
units.
strike out and do it with tech, and then just pray I get a Falcon.
No, he's going 7 for Big Boy Han.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's an even better play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is over
That's
for Victor.
It. That's
I don't
Shoot a
know
base
how you come back from this here. Victor
I'll tell you
retains
how
the
you do.
initiative.
You
but
flip the
there
board.
It is. Yeah, he's done. Victor's picking up his cards.
Yeah,
it's
he's
over.
done. He's
Yep.
calling it.
All right, GG. Curtis winning this match here, going to 9-2, firming up his chances to make the cut here. But we won't know who is making the cut until all the games finish up and we see where we're at. Now I haven't put the time. I took the timer off. Let's see where we at on timing. Oh, we got tons of time. Big gap here, I think. Okay, so let's come back to here for a minute, Ian.
Back to us.
Back to us. Let's come back to us for a minute.
My beautiful
Everybody
face.
wants to see your smiling face again, my friend. It's so obvious.
This beautiful face
It's
that's
so
made for
obvious.
radio.
It's so obvious. Face. I've been telling people for years I have a face made for radio. I've called so many different tournament games of World of Warships.
Yeah.
People are like, "You sound like you should be calling sports." I was like, "That's good because I have a face made for radio." So there we go. So guys, listen. We are going to be taking a little bit of a break here. We're going to have probably a larger break between now and the top 8. A
Yeah.
lot has to happen at this
Yeah.
stage.
We'll force a lot of commercials in now, though.
I'll probably wait a little bit because Twitch is going to be weird about it.
Okay.
Twitch, once you force a big ad roll, Twitch makes you wait a little while to shove another one.
Okay.
But I will definitely try and shove one.
Yeah, let's try to
Xander's
shove
been
some
doing a really
through.
good job reminding me to do that right at the early stages of a
Yeah.
game so people aren't missing anything important.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is we're going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to try and find somebody to bring back here, maybe somebody to talk to. I'd love to grab an interview with somebody. We'll figure something out, okay?
Ooh, we're not going to try to grab some lunch?
We'll see if we can grab some food.
Maybe get us some sandwiches.
I love this plan.
Yeah.
We need to grab some food. They need to finish pair. We got to pair top 8. We got to pick a top 8 match. They're going to have to do deck checks on the top 8. There's a lot that has to go on.
Yeah.
It's going to be very fluid for a bit. So be patient with us
and then
while we figure this out.
Once we hit top 8, we won't cut away. We'll try to
Let's
stay with
not.
you guys.
Now the other thing
Minus
is
maybe a
we should
quick
check and
2-minute
see.
bathroom
Do me a
break.
favor. I don't know if the other table is if. What I don't know is if.
You want to move another?
Well,
game?
remember we gave them a primary and a secondary table, and I thought they were going to put another. I thought they might put another game on that table for us, but at this point it's probably too late. Let's take the break.
Let's take the break.
Let's take the break. Plus, Loopy's talking to me about some other stuff, and I'm trying to figure that out.
And I've got to go potty.
Okay, so guys, give us a few minutes. You're dealing with humans on site. Let us figure it out, and we'll be back. Okay.
We'll be back.
Take a break yourself. Get a stretch your legs. Get something to
Good
drink.
time to run to the In-N-Out Burger.
Indeed. Indeed. We'll see you guys back in a few minutes. It has been a scramble, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It has been a bit of a break. Thank you for bearing with us. We have all kinds of great information for you at this stage.
Yeah.
So a couple of good things. I cannot run an ad roll for 15 minutes. I apologize. That's where it is. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
here's
guys,
where we're
gonna
at.
get cut in the middle of probably the end of game 1.
Here's where we're at. Top 8 is done. We are about to start seeing top 8 matches. Pairings are done. We have 5 Jangos, 1 Quinlan, 1 Han 1, and 1 Luke. Steve, who was on stream yesterday with his Luke Data Vault deck, was the 7 seed.
Yeah.
That game is available over on the Late Night Gaming channel if you want to have a watch.
Steve lost a really close game to Chris.
Correct.
Who we're seeing right now.
Who we are about to see.
Really close. He took
we are about
game
to
3,
see.
and it was right down to the wire.
Right now. Now let's show you guys real briefly.
As they're shuffling up. Who was he seeing first?
This is the top cut bracket, right? There's our seeds. Okay. So we are showing you. Oh, I forgot to make a small change to Chris's there. Hold on a minute. We're showing you the very, very bottom match in that bracket. You're looking at the number 3 seed. That's going to be Chris versus Curtis, who you just saw on stream.
Yeah.
The Han, we're seeing him right away again.
Yeah, right away again.
Right away again. He is going to be our 6th seed, and that is the match we're going to be bringing you right here on the channel.
His elbow there?
What do you mean? I don't really care.
Okay.
It's not really hurting
no
anything.
Worries. We're going.
Give me a moment. I've got to make a small fix here.
This is not an
to
ESPN
this,
production. We're good to go.
I mean, that's the goal, right? But sometimes we fall short of the goal.
Other people to go adjust cameras.
Sometimes you're not wrong about that. I'd have a crew for that, right? Sometimes we fall short of the goal.
So we're not great. So
on the left-hand side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, player 1, Curtis from from Layton, Utah. We saw him in the last round of Swiss just a few minutes ago. All right, and then on the right-hand side of your screen, you will be finding. Why did that not work? There we go. That's Chris. I'll get to come up in a minute. I'm just going to keep mashing it until it works. There we go. That's Chris.
Yeah.
Who, if you were watching the stream yesterday, you saw him play Steve's Luke deck here on the stream.
Before they start, can we flash? Let's show Curtis's deck list real quick.
Yes, let's do that.
I think we can get that in. We might not be able to get Chris's in, but we can actually show you the full deck.
We can show you the full deck list. Now, this is the Han 1 deck you're looking at. I'm going to throw this on your screen over there, Ian, for you.
Okay.
So you can have a look at it a little closer.
Let's
there you
take a
go.
Look at this.
Talk about that for a minute.
I mean, it looks pretty standard. You do have some new cards in it. You got Mando, Han from JTL, and the new Falcon from JTL. Ooh, I didn't even really realize he had a Boshek in there. We hadn't seen him play that yet. This looks fantastic. I mean, this is why he's here so far. Oh, I love his sideboard. His sideboard's got Radiant 7. He's not playing it in his main deck, but he does have it in the sideboard. Against Django, that is a fantastic card to play in. So I'll expect him to sideboard that.
So these guys are resourcing. Why don't we come back to the game?
Yeah.
And then we will have a look at Chris's deck when it comes time to do sideboard decisions in between games.
Are you going to hook me up? Wes?
What? Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of that.
No worries.
There you go. It is Curtis. My apologies. It's Kurt. Wait a minute. Curtis on the left, Chris on the right. Did I do it wrong? I think I showed the wrong deck. I think I put his deck name in wrong. That's an easy fix.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's my. It is Curtis. I made the same mistake. I made the same mistake you called me on earlier.
Oh, okay. You called him Chris.
Yeah, I called him Chris because I suck at reading.
Curtis is the only Han player, so it can't be the wrong deck.
I will go fix that in SWODB right now and refresh that image. My apologies.
5 Djangos, and then 3 decks that have a chance to take down Django. How many Django mirror matches are we seeing are in the first bracket?
There's at least one. The 1 and 8 seeds are both Django.
Okay. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Yep.
So in theory, if Luke, Quinlan, and Han win, if they can all pull it out, we'll have 1 Django in the top 4.
I mean, we can cross our fingers, I suppose.
I'm sure FFG is right now. I'd be. I think. All right, we've started. Chris is playing that general. Pretty standard start for Django these days.
We are not hearing these guys, and I got to fix that. I'm not sure why we're not hearing them.
New Falcon on the left there for Curtis. Okay.
Oh.
Chris held initiative. There we go. Oh, they're loud, though.
Yeah, that's too loud. Hold on a minute. Let me.
Loud. Probably have to keep them a little lower because the crowd is definitely starting to build a little there.
Not used to seeing that guy in
there we go. That's better.
I don't expect the crowd to get too big. They have a lot of side events going on today. They have a really great one where it was $50, and they gave you all of the great promo cards that you got in the VIP in case you didn't get a chance to get it earlier. So that was pretty awesome of them.
Okay.
Ooh, we got a spark.
I think I have the volume levels correct, guys.
Goodbye, P-38 Starfighter.
Yep.
Yep. And it's not even a question. Keep the ping away. Keep your damage flowing.
All right, guys. Apologies for being a little slow here. It's just taking me a minute to finish getting organized. There was a lot of information to get programmed into OBS before we got started. We are good now. Life
Chris
is moving
claims
on.
initiative. Oh, there it is.
There's the new Han. We've seen this play before. This is a solid play.
So I get the Falcon. No Kira. Understood.
Was it? No. He didn't play Han. He played, I think that's Boshek.
Is that Boshek?
I think so, because it's a
Hold on.
1-2. Yeah, it's Boshek.
That is Boshek. My
We
apologies.
did not see that in our last game.
We didn't see him play that card in our first game. Boshek's just a regular old yellow card.
Yes, so use the damage for the
The
base.
10's
Oh,
on
they're
the
making Chris not use his little
I don't.
spinner.
I'll let J-Ho know between
Yeah,
games. I
we're
honestly don't
fine.
care. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's not. I'm not
But
that
it
fussed.
is, for a visual perspective, it is
does
kinda
make it a
nice
little
to see
easier.
it. That's why those oversized tokens are so great on this
But
stream.
truth be told, the camera is good enough that we can see it,
we
so
can
it's
see
fine.
it, yeah.
Now, I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Obviously, there's your quick matchup. But look at Curtis. Curtis's leader has had an upgrade.
Yeah.
From last game. He was our top playing Han player for the day. That is his freshly earned showcase right
Man,
there on the table.
I bet that feels so good.
I bet it does. That is his
So
brand
good.
new showcase handed to him right here by the judges, and he's playing it here in the top 8.
I pulled a showcase in a pre-release and then got slaughtered and didn't even care. So I bet if I was top 8, I would care, though. Okay, he's going to exhaust him.
Okay, so for you guys that don't know what Chris's little buttons on his leader and Tarkin Town mean, that's for his reference. That lets him know that's his way of marking the epic action.
Yeah.
The green means it's available, and when he uses it, he'll flip it over, and there's a little red minus sign.
It's pretty cool.
It's actually very cool.
It's very cool.
I like it from a visual as a caster. It makes it super clean for me.
I think I'm going to ask.
And I like it for him too.
I might ask Chris where he got those.
Those are pretty.
But I don't want to bother him for the next 3 hours.
No, we're
Let
gonna
him
leave these guys
slug it
alone for a
out.
while.
Yeah. I want to see him slug it out. Oh, yeah, he's thinking, do I go into tech? And I think the answer is yes. You do not want to get DJ'd the next turn.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and attack
he's gonna-
tech
and then I'd Tarkin Town him.
and deal the indirect.
You do not want to get DJ'd and not get your Django on the field. That's the last thing you want. Ooh, Chris really trying to figure out what to do with the indirect damage.
I feel like maybe I've turned them down a little too far. I'm having a hard time hearing them. I'm going to turn them back up a spell.
Did Chris attack base?
We'll go 3 to tech, 1 to base.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, 3 to tech, 1 to base.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, that's
I
a,
can
good,
actually,
that's a good volume.
I can hear them. I'm going to turn down just a hair, but not too much.
Initiative?
Yeah, right there. We're going to leave it right there. See how that goes. Both players 5 damage on.
Thank you.
Yes, Pride took a couple damage there that got missed.
Yeah.
You're good.
Chat's pointing out you should be singing some MJ for Chris's gloves. That's scary. That's scary how good that is. I'm just letting you know.
Base, and this is
Didn't have a lot of friends as a kid. Made a lot of voices to myself.
Smashes the droid into the Falcon. And then,
Oh,
and then decides to
interesting.
go ahead and get
I
rid
think
of it.
That's going to be a terrible decision because I think Curtis is going to hit him right away with a TJ right now.
You think so? I mean, he's only.
Don't you want to? He's got initiative.
I mean, if he's got it, he's going to do it.
Yeah, if he's got it, he's going to do it.
Chat really hating on the Django decks today.
I mean,
whole
it's-
lot of Django haters in chat,
I mean,
ladies
it's
and gentlemen.
fair. Like if you go to your locals and there's people playing Django, you are.
There it is.
There it is. See, now he can't get Django out.
There will be no
I
Django
would've-
this
I
turn,
would've
ladies and
killed the
gentlemen.
tech.
I mean, he couldn't. I don't know that he could have. He only had the 1 ground unit.
He had 2 damage on it. Tarkin Town does 3.
Oh, he
That's
could.
5.
He Tarkin Town to the
He
tech
Tarkin Town the Falcon
instead of the tech.
instead of the tech. And
So I'll say kudos to Curtis for presenting him with 2 bad options.
2 bad options, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Chris was just thinking, I can't keep taking 5 to base, 5 to base. That's going to be rough.
I mean, he's not wrong, but still.
Yeah, but I mean, now he's at 4 resources, and okay,
Yeah, he realizes now this is a unit I must
2
murder.
indirect damage. I'd put 1 on tech, 1 on my base.
No, he's not. He doesn't have initiative.
Oh, he doesn't have. That's right. I keep
Curtis has
forgetting
initiative.
about that card.
Pride must have initiative for the
Pride
indirect
must
damage to
have
fire.
Initiative, yeah.
Activate Han.
He's going to take a surprise strike and put it down. Look at that.
No, I think he's.
Before I
Yeah, you
put
got it.
Okay, he's going to look. He's going to look first.
There's not another DJ in there. There's a couple of Cunnings, it looked like, though. I'm thinking he's going to try to race like he did against Sabine.
You good? Yep.
Sneak attack the Marine Guards.
Okay.
Okay,
There
sneak
you go.
attack out some
so
guards.
now he's going to get the DJ out and get his resource back.
Surprise strike tech into Gamos.
Yeah, there we go. Smart move.
Ooh.
Do not let him get that resource back.
Curtis fighting over that one resource that's going to hold Django where he
At
is.
bay, yeah.
Yeah.
Flip Han. I'll take the initiative. Swing 4 to base. 3, 1.
Ugh.
And then pass.
Both players 11. No, excuse me. I would say both players. That's not true. I was going to say both players 11 damage on. That's a
Yeah.
lie. Curtis has a little more damage on here.
So these two, this was what was in my hand. Can you confirm that? Or no, sorry, it was this card that was in my hand.
Wait, let me consult.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he's got to put
He's gotta
the top resource goes in at Han because he attacked.
Yep, he's got to
with
finish
Han.
doing resource
and that
things.
is non-optional with Han.
Yep.
So
It's
he's just going to burn Chris's resource.
yeah, he's going to have to take whatever the top one was and put it back with the Han attack. Yep.
Oh.
It's a minor misplay. It's an easy fix because he hasn't gotten very far with it.
Cool. Another penalty. That's okay.
Curtis is like, sweet. I'm just racking up these penalty points like nothing, baby.
I had one for a foil card
You had one for
that I
which was
replaced. It was a foil. It
warning
was
or a
2
game
curve.
loss on that one?
It was a game loss, and then I replaced it with a non-foil version. I went with that one.
Okay.
They hit him with a game loss for a foil card? I got to get that story later.
This is, yeah, it's mandatory trade. We can't
Okay.
miss it. And we've already moved into
You want to mute it out? They really
Yeah,
don't want us to
yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah.
about
Let me mute this for a
unfortunately.
minute.
Sorry, guys. They don't want us
Yeah.
putting the judge stuff out on the
Yep,
air.
we're supposed to
mute it
cut
out.
away while they do these kinds of things.
So,
let
while
them.
we're cutting away, let's
yep,
show.
let's,
can we show
Why,
Chris's
why
deck
don't we?
real
Yeah,
quick?
let's take a look at Chris's deck
Chris's
real
deck.
fast. Just be
And if
prepared to
they
cut
start
back very
Playing
quickly.
again, we'll go right back to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened with that full story. I'm going to get that later. That's an odd one. Okay, there's your deck list. Have a talk about that for a minute while the judges resolve this one.
Yeah.
Have a look at Chris's deck.
This is standard Django.
I mean, and nothing out there leaps. Nothing out there sticks out.
No.
Okay, that's good because
Isn't
it
this
looks
what
like
we've
looks
seen
like we're done.
all day, every day.
It's looking like we're done.
Okay.
Yep, judges have backed off. We're good to go. I'm
We're
going to
good
come
to
back
go.
over
Chris
here.
is trying to decide now.
There we go.
He's got to burn, what is it, 2 resources, 3 resources? Yeah, 2.
He's got to burn 2 because he resourced and then he's obviously going to burn whatever card he stole from Django,
Yeah.
and then he's going to burn one of his own.
And we'll defeat.
Yeah, the foil ruling is really weird. I got to get that
I got to
story.
ask what that was. Like,
Yeah,
how
because-
could a foil card, I wonder if it was like a non-FFG foil card. Like
Now
maybe,
that may be like a foil proxy. Like that's
a
odd.
proxy, maybe?
That's the thing, right? If you're telling me some of the Pringled foils, right? You get some of these foils and they've got that little bow in them, right?
Yeah.
In theory, I suppose that could be considered like a marked card by certain opponents or something.
I don't know.
But that feels like a really weird ruling, given that that's probably an official card.
But once
Like,
you put it in a sleeve,
I didn't do it.
flattens
I didn't do
out.
that.
Yeah.
It came that way. What do you want from
Yeah.
me? Oh, thank you.
4 to base.
Photo base.
Han swings in. 4 big ones.
4 to base. 1 becomes a 5. Turns this into a 10.
Chat saying when they spoke to Curtis earlier, it was a Han pilot that was curled so much it was counted as a marked card. That is
Oh,
wild
come
to
on.
me.
That's
Okay,
not fair.
yeah, we need to push back a little on FFG on this kind of stuff. Either that, or they
Yeah.
got to fix their
A
their
marked
foiling
card.
process. That is really not
Oh,
okay.
this is actually.
Yep. Absolutely.
So he's got 3PO or Kira to look at here.
You got to ditch the Kira. Because the first thing he's going to do is play Kira
Yeah,
and say
100%.
Devastator or
Or
whatever
something.
he doesn't want to see.
Okay.
Attack with DJ. Yeah, there you
Yep,
go.
coming in with DJ.
Yep.
Keeping the pressure on. Going to
3 more to
16 on
base.
here for Chris. Do it while you can before Django decides to
Django's
exhaust your whole
about to
board.
start doing its stuff, and Django's about to start doing his stuff.
He's gonna attack into DJ. I'm almost positive. Oh, I mean,
Doesn't matter
at this
anymore.
point, it doesn't matter. He's on the
Doesn't
board.
matter.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That's what, but Chris is thinking in his head. What do I do? Right? Let's go space and let Curtis make a move, and then figure out who we want to attack.
Yep.
That's a
Curtis is
smart
going to have
play.
to play something out of his hand now, we would assume, unless he wants to pass. Doesn't feel like a good play.
3PO. I'll name 3 on ETB. Reveal nothing.
Okay. So we played a 3PO out of hand.
And
You know, one of the things I appreciate as a caster?
He's doing base.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
smart.
appreciate how precise Curtis's play is. His ready resources are obvious. His spent resources are obvious. When he puts his hand down, he puts
Yeah.
the marker on it, it's very clear.
Yeah.
I really like that. It makes
Curtis
it
seems-
easy to follow.
yeah.
And Chris is the same way, truth
Chris
be
is the
told.
same way, yeah. He's doing a really good job with his, too.
Okay.
Daring Ray.
Daring Ray.
okay. We're getting there.
This is going to be a fairly quick match, I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen.
Curtis is not drawing well, clearly.
Doesn't seem like it. That doesn't look like the face of a man who's happy with his hand.
No, When you start scrunching like that, I've noticed in the yesterday that once you start scrunching, you're in a rough space.
I love all these perfect players in chat. It's amazing. Everyone in chat has never missed anything in any game they've ever played. It's awesome. It's so awesome. They're flawless, Ian. All these flawless viewers. It's great. I love it.
ready?
All right, Curtis is on the button. We're spending 3 for smuggle out a blaster.
6 to base.
And going 6 to
Six.
base with
Oh.
Han. 6 big ones.
16. I'm going to 22.
He's
5,
got no
6.
choice now but to take out DJ.
He has to kill.
Zero.
He has to kill DJ
But
right here.
also-
DJ is lethal.
A surprise strike wins here, too.
Agreed. A surprise strike or another blaster in the row for 3PO will do it.
What he needs now is, what's he got? 2. He's got 6, right? If he had a War Juggernaut, he would have played it right away.
I was going to say, a Jug would tab the whole board and
yeah,
prevent
if he had
this.
it, he would have thrown it down immediately.
He'd be windmill slamming that thing onto the table.
I also really like how Curtis always marks his cards with the little Falcon token.
Yes, when he puts his hand down.
I do when I play it. Sometimes I'll accidentally pick up my resources thinking.
Well, there it is.
There
so
it is. Yeah, there you go.
I guess he wanted to make sure. Just think through it.
Each of your units and exhaust the 2 that are ready.
Okay.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources.
Look at this ground arena. Look at this ground arena. That's
I
crazy,
think
man.
Curtis is claimed.
1 here.
No, Curtis, no. This is Chris's first action of the round. Curtis will have things to do in a minute.
I'm gonna
I'll take the
claim.
initiative.
Now he claimed.
I'm gonna claim. Yeah,
'Cause my
and
hand
Chris
has-
understands.
Yep. Curtis like, thank God I have nothing. All right, game 1 going to Han here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's sideboard time here in Denver, so we're going to let these guys work in peace. Now, we have the opportunity now to go back and look at deck lists. Do you want to let's go back and look at Chris's deck list
Let's
for a
look at
minute.
Curtis's.
Let's let these guys work in peace for a minute.
First
Let's
thing
go back
I'm
and look at deck lists.
First thing I'm gonna sub in. He's got in his sideboard. He's got a Radiant 7s. I think I'm gonna put those in. I think those play really well against Django.
There's no in the sideboard? No.
Oh no! I thought we're looking
Okay,
at Chris's. I thought we were looking at Curtis's. My
No,
bad.
let's look at Chris's first. This
Chris's
is the one we
first.
got to spend the least amount of
Okay.
time looking at, right?
That game didn't even go
CAD
7.
3 Cham. You know what?
That game didn't go 7
I
resources.
bet those Chams will come in.
You think the Chams?
I would bring the Chams in.
The
Because
Chams, huh?
think about how often Han cheats resources ahead of you.
That's true.
Cham lets you catch up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's value there. I would at least consider it. Right. I'm not the player at the table, but I think that's one of the reasons you have those
Well,
around.
Electromagnetic Pulse is not coming in.
No. Well. Oh,
What,
not for
for
Chris.
Falcon?
Not for Chris. No, not for
No,
Chris.
not for Chris. That's not coming in.
He's got breaking in. That's not going to be
He's
a
got
thing
no
here. He
Sentinel.
doesn't need the Sentinel.
That's not coming in.
And the CAD gives him a little more top end, but I'm not sure against
the
Han
game-
you really need it. I think the top end he has is good
You
enough.
have to. I mean, if I'm Chris, you have to assume you're going to get DJ'd once.
Yes.
So are you going to get to 7 to even be able to play CAD or the Devastator, right?
You will eventually.
So
you will eventually.
I might sub out 1 Devastator for a CAD, but I don't know what I'd take out of his deck.
Okay.
That's where I don't know enough about Django to take something out.
All right. Now we go look at now. Hang on a minute.
Can you turn the floor players down a little?
Yeah, one sec. Let me put this to the right image. Get Curtis's name correct.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
It would be nice, wouldn't
I'm
it?
sure he'd really